Hey, Bree Brett. Hey, Miss Red. Hey, everybody. I hope y'all doing good today. Let me get set up. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for the heart, me, Brett Brett. Let's see. So today, hopefully y'all like this debate conversation, and we will see. Thank you. We will see how everything go, like we always do, y'all. We will see, and then we will just go with the flow. Oh, I think I gotta edit this. Look like we gotta edit that up. Hey, the bestest. Y'all know I can't really do my prompts. I know it be delaying the stream, but I have to edit them, y'all, when I first come on here to make sure it fit the little box up there, because it come out one size. Thank y'all for the taps. I really appreciate you. Hey, JR. Hey, the bestest. You was on King Leon Live. Oh, I be trying to just go over there. I be bored. I slip in there because the absurdity of it all, the audacity, and sometimes I get inspiration. When I get pissed off, I get some. That's how I found out about King Leon, scrolling the streets for my inspiration, and I said, you know. So this is what I got a little inspiration from him. Hold on. Let me see. So yeah, let me get this prompt together. Hey, Seymour. Hey, Seymour. Hello? Oh, I don't think he meant to come up. I don't know what that was about. So I get a little inspiration. Thanks for joining the fan club for over a month, RJ. How you doing, RJ? Hey, American.
Sis, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
That's good. Busy. I had a busy day. Lord have mercy. Woo.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I was trying to, yeah, it didn't have to be like it was. It's just I got caught up editing, then got caught up on the phone with my daughter. So I really didn't do enough clips, I think, for YouTube. But I will be able, because we got other videos. Remember, I told you that some of them wouldn't download, and they did. So at least I don't have to I ain't got to worry about waking up making sure this stream is for tomorrow when we on Wednesday. So already
Yeah.
uploaded.
Yep.
So
I
yeah.
saw the ones, the most recent ones that you posted,
Mhm.
and I looked. I be looking through them comments because I'm a commenter,
Yeah.
and so I looked through the comments over there. They are funny.
Yeah. Really, huh?
For real.
You be like, well, who the you
Yes.
don't know? You just honey between here and there. You be like, really?
Yes, they are funny. I was like, what?
Hold on, American. I got to do a little more editing. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, Dixon. Hello, M Boy 45. Ain't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, I think we got it.
All right.
All right,
Good.
hold on.
Great.
Well, I hope, don't, make sure you relax and stay hydrated. Hey, Tiara Jean. Tara Jean. Hold on.
Hey, Tiara Jean. How you doing?
Okay, y'all. I am sorry. My dinner is made for the family. I ain't got to hear nobody's mouth, so we can get with the show. Hey, Dixon. So, tonight, everyone, we will be talking about one question for every community, whoever brave enough to come up here and have a discussion with us. Because we all know, chat, when they come in this room, they having a discussion with the panelists and with the chat. Ain't that right, Americans?
Yes, they do. Lord, they be arguing with people in the that tickles me when they do that.
Yes. And shout
That
out to y'all. Shout out. We swinging from high and low, honey.
yes, they be. I swear, they come up on the panel. They'll address the prompt and say what they got to say. Then they'll be arguing with somebody in the comments. I'll be like, oh my good,
Man,
multitasking. Can't tell us we ain't talented.
I know that's right. I be like, it's a whole, cause that's what some. Wait, let me tell y'all before I read the prompt. That's what like four people on YouTube. They love y'all. I mean, for some reason, when I be talking about the chat, and then the people who come over here, and then they tell the people over there about the chat. I'm telling you, y'all, especially when they come over here, people be like in the chat, like the chat is its own thing. Y'all are y'all own thing. That whole chat conversation.
Yeah, for real. The chat is like another place. It's like a different place outside of like people on the panel. It's pretty cool.
Yes, yes. I love it. And thank y'all so much because y'all be handling y'all business before we let TC up because he only got 14 followers and we gotta have our finger on the trigger. We're gonna discuss the prompt. The prompt tonight, you guys, will be one question for every community. What has shaped your view of the black Americans? And you don't want, well, let me get it together. The reason why I decided this prompt today, you all, is because rolling through these TikTok streets, reading these comments, I'm telling you, from African to Caribbean, from Asian, from Latino, from even we had a Gaza person up here, a German from Germany. Like, what in the world? From the UK, all these different countries got some kind of something negative. Not all, but they have this negative view of Black Americans, and I just don't understand why. Like, what have Black Americans ever did to y'all? You know what I mean? We didn't BOM your countries. We didn't do all the historical damage. What have we really done to these people? Yeah, I believe we are. I don't know. Maybe we the real people and the rest of these people aliens and we living in the
Yep.
world of aliens. I don't know. But they all off.
Yep, they sure are.
So I'm confused, especially the more we waking up and seeing things for what they really are. It's like because how can so many different groups feel a certain kind of way about the people who've never done nothing to them? So yeah, so tonight it should be interesting what we hear up here. So y'all get ready, chat, because we gonna be ready up here. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Hey English, how you doing?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, English. Would you like to address the prompt today?
Yeah, sure. What shaped your view of Black Americans? In my opinion, is that I came to realize actually when they speak about Africa, they're actually speaking about West Africa, and they have no sense of other countries in Africa by including West Africa, where they came from, where they were sold. The people who sold them, it's like they have beef with wrong people in Africa. It's like someone who was taken from Cambodia and blame Asia in general. China will never agree. So, what my view to Black Americans, their behaviors, I came to understand actually they have ego just like Nigerians, Liberians, and Ghanaians. And that ego is the problem on many societies, even in Africa. We don't like Ghanaians, Nigerians, Liberians. They have the dumbest ego ever. So, the view of Black Americans is that they need to have their beef with West Africa, not East Africa. They were not taken from East Africa, and they should not include Africa as in general. They should understand those countries I mentioned in West Africa are part of African continent. They need to learn the continent. They need to learn the countries, and not to include out of less than 6 countries of Africa to be Africa. They're smart enough.
What?
They're
What are
smart.
you talking? I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm not
What?
talking to you, you
I
Liberian.
don't. No, wait a minute. I don't understand you. So I'm sure if I don't understand you, I'm pretty sure it's hard for someone else to understand you too.
You
I
want
don't.
me to explain it to you,
Yeah.
American? So with English here is saying American, and for anybody else that don't understand him, he basically saying quit generalizing whole Africa, and we need, with the emphasis, we need to worry about West Africa because they are the ones who sold us, and we have a big ego, and that is a problem that irritates multiple other people. We have an ego like Nigerians, Liberians, and something else. Hold on, RJ.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Let's let English land his plane. I give you 20 seconds to
Now,
land your plane.
let me land my plane.
Go ahead,
The,
English.
the reason why I even love your live show is because when I look at you, number one, and the way you pay attention and you listen with your ears and you can break it down easily like that, is because actually you might not be connected to West Africa. Yes, there was slavery, but in times there were Kenyans, Ethiopians, and all that they came here, and that's where maybe you descended from. So for these people that don't understand and they're too slow not to understand what I'm saying,
I know you ain't just try to insult me.
no, I'm not saying you.
Who you calling slow?
Okay, no, you're not slow. All right. Um, so my only thing is what you just said, host. That's my point. I'm landing from
Sorry,
there.
host, do you mind if I respond to this dude here?
Okay, hold on, him. We're going to get to you. RJ wanted to
Yeah.
respond first, and then you, okay? Hold on. Go ahead, RJ. I'll give you a minute, and then we're going to get to him.
What underlies me so much about these Africans, right? Because you said East Africa. If you do research, you know they took people from East Africa to West Africa to the Americas. I swear to, it's like y'all talk about people slow, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna be easy today because I want my woman. Um, so, like, you gotta make sense. And they also took people from South Africa to West Africa. Like, do your research. Y'all need to do research. Y'all always talk about research. Just do the research. And I'm gonna land my plane and I'm gonna go in the comments. And if I have to come back up, I'm gonna come back up, Miss Love. All right.
Thank you, RJ. Go ahead, him. You want to respond? And
Thanks,
then we'll
host.
let English have his final
English,
say.
you heard him. Don't you let him have to come back up here.
Thank you very much. Just to the guy in the East African guy that was saying all of that. First of all, understand that the way the West colonized Africa was done in such a slick version, because when they looked across the continent, right, they were looking for the strongest and the ones that would make the journey. And I'm so sorry, when we look at East Africa, you look sickly, right? They understood that they needed people to work the continent, and they needed stronger versions of us that would be transported over to the Jamaicas, to Haiti, and to what you know as the United States and Great Britain. The reason why you were not taken was because you look sickly. You look like you weren't going to make it. Because when we look at the phenotype of East Africans, like, let's be honest, a Somalian is not making that journey. A Kenyan is not making that journey. So what you were used as labor on the continent. And when we look at East Africa today, right? East Africa, like Kenya, when we look at Kenya, Malawi, all these countries, you can notice that they're still predominantly controlled from top to bottom by white folks. Do you understand? It's not even, in Nigeria's case, we try to hide it, but in your case, it's very blatant. They own the lands, they own the best paying jobs, they own everything within your country because they see you as weaker than. West Africa, the reason why they took West Africans across the world is because we're stronger. We are stronger. We are the real men on earth. Unfortunately, what happened to us, and we can talk about that separately, but you cannot compare a West African man to a Southern African man or to an East African man. You look weakly. I'm sorry, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, but we're beasts
Okay,
in our
but you
own
got to
nature.
land your plane because you only had a minute, and he
Oh,
English never
sorry,
responded. Okay, it's okay,
I'm
but you
done.
can land your plane. You can finish your sentence.
Sure. I was just trying to make it clear to the brother, like, look, just because they didn't take you across the world does not mean that you weren't used as slaves back on the continent. It's just that they're very logical in the way they think. They looked at you and felt like to transport a vast majority of you over to the Americas is going to cost them money that they can't recoup because you're not going to make it. It's just the truth. Thank you,
Okay,
host.
you're welcome. You want to respond English?
Yes. He's right. He's right. We are humans. We focus on humanity, and yeah, you can call us weak. But let me say, the strongest. Yeah, you are the strongest. You have ego, and I can tell from your ego is that West Africa are the strongest. They try to choose the strongest and all that. Now, here's the thing, though. You see, you're strongest in scamming people. You're strongest in every stealing people, selling your own people, because you're strongest. You had to convey or try to make a deal with the YT that, you know what, your country has the strongest people so that you can sell them to build that particular country. So I understand. And yeah, you can claim that ego, but that ego will be destroyed with faith, humanity. All right. So we are not weak people as you think. We can move.
Land your plane, English.
Let me land my plane. You are
Hurry
not.
up.
Let me land my plane. Your strength of thinking that you're strong, you cannot even run 10 miles without even collapse. Only East Africa can. That is called strength in your body, in your mindset and
Hold on. Okay, hold on, English. Let's see if him want to respond to that. You want to respond back to that, him?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I know your puny education level will not let you understand what endurance and strength. You get me? It's totally two different things. All right. You have endurance, right? It doesn't equate to the same thing as strength because we will break you in half as West Africans. But we're not saying this from a place of who is better. I am just trying to explain to you the reason why they did not see you fit to make the journey. It was just a cost thing. It's a business acquisition. You understand? When they look at East Africans, you didn't look the part. You weren't strong enough. You look weakly. You look like something they needed to feed. So when they look at West Africans, who do you think they would put on the boat? This is not who is better. We're not here to brag about who's better. And I can hear the hatred that you have towards West Africans. You need to heal, buddy. Okay? You
Hatred. I
talk
mean,
about
Hatred. I love TikTok shop. We got to spell that word. Go ahead, him.
Sorry, and I love the way you try to point Nigerians as scammers and this and that. But the truth is, the reason why you can be proud as an African outside of Africa is because of Nigeria, right? Even in the United States, we make up some of the most educated diasporans in the United States. Even in Britain, we hold some of the highest paying jobs in the United States and Britain. So you can point at the scammers, but point at the good things as well, right? Our music transcends both Africa, transcends every continent on this planet. The reason why you can be proud as an African is because of Nigeria. And that's the truth. Thank you, host.
English, would you like to say, English, would you like to say one last thing and we're going to move on
Yeah,
to him for
last
his time?
yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
You all have the best of the best broken English on the planet Earth, and you can try to speak English, and you will sound like you're intelligent because you're trying to impose something. You have the best of the best broken English. Keep that in mind and keep your ego down. You're not strong.
Buddy,
Strong
you're jealous of my English. Just respond to
strength
what I said.
strength
Don't be
comes
jealous of my English. Your English is poor. We
okay,
get it.
strength
Just get to
comes
what I
from
said.
finishing the line. Strength comes from finishing the line, and only people who have strength to adapt the nature themselves are the people who can run 10 miles, not someone who can speak broken English on the planet.
My English is not broken. If we're all listening, your English sounds more broken than mine. You sound like a
Can we
fool,
move
but
on, please?
we
Because
have to
this guy
tolerate
is.
you.
Can we move on, please?
Okay,
Sure.
hold on him. Hi, Abra
Aura,
Blue.
Aura
Aura.
Blue,
Oh,
Aura.
what's your ethnicity?
I'm Nigerian. Well,
Oh,
technically Nigerian and Cameroonian American.
okay. Well, shout out to that. Okay, let's move it along. I hope you guys resolved that issue and got it out. I wish you both well. Him, how you doing today?
How you doing, honey? You good?
Yes. Would you like to address the prompt?
So I never actually read the prompt. I was just listening
Oh,
to the conversation. Can you
okay.
read the
Well,
prompt for us?
yes. It's one question for every community. Above is a white Americans, Latino, Asian, African, and Caribbean. What has shaped your view of Black Americans?
To be honest, the only thing that shaped my view of Black Americans is this whole idea of foundational Black Americans thing. Do you know, like we've always loved Black Americans. You guys have always been like a group of people that people can look up to. But this whole idea that you're foundationally Black Americans, it's actually throwing us off because we don't understand what that means. Do you know? And I'm not saying this in a disrespectful manner, but it's just a bit weird when we hear people of African descent claiming not to be Africans. Do you know? So I'm just going to leave it there. But I only care for us. I don't really care for the other races, to be honest.
Okay. You say you from Nigeria? Is that correct?
I'm Nigerian, yes.
Okay, we were told the term Akata came from you guys. Is that true?
See, I don't even know what kata means.
Okay, well,
I don't even know what that means.
it's a term referred to Black Americans from Nigerians. I mean, to assume goes back 60s, 70s. So you people have always had a derogatory term for Black Americans. Now, also your participation in the slave trade. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I'll let other people. I don't know how many Black Americans we have up here. How many Black Americans we got on here? I know American is Flossie. Are you a
I'm
Black?
one. I'm an
Oh,
FBA.
okay, all right. So I'm gonna make it quick, and then I'll let some other people come. For me, the whole participation when I think of Africa, I think of slave traders. You know what I mean? Now, specifically and especially, not specifically because Ghana, Nigeria, it's a few other countries that has something to do with it. You know what I mean? So I feel like once y'all sold those people, in which a lot of us was already here on this land, and then yes, it was some slaves sold by you all. And they did come over here and intermix with the people who was already over here. But I feel like once those people got on that boat, we owe you all nothing. And then also, I feel like when you guys come over here, you guys don't come over here to unite with Black Americans. You separate yourself. I've heard some of the wildest things. I've experienced a few wild things coming from people on the continent, which was really, I think a lot of us was hurt too, because we didn't expect that. We went through our Black Power, African pride thing, and then to realize, you know what I mean? You guys help us fight for nothing. We understand now that you are immigrants. You come here for resources, not to fight white supremacy. And then some of the things that you guys say every day, especially on my stage alone, we've been called slaves by you people. We have no power. I can go on and on and on. So I'll just stop here. You can respond, and then I'll let American or Flossie, whichever one, they can give you. I'm sorry I was so long winded because I'm so full. Right now I have so much more to say, but I got to get my words right. But yeah, that's my issue personally. Now, Flossie, or you can respond, and then somebody else can tell you what their issue is. I'll give you a minute.
Can I say
Sorry, let me
something
just
really,
let me
really
just
quick?
listen. Let me just
No,
listen to other
it's his
people.
turn. You right after him. Era.
My name is Ara.
Ara. Okay, you right after him. We're gonna try to move it along because we got plenty of people we got to get to. So be patient, please, you guys. American, go ahead.
Okay, look, I do get what you're saying, right? And it's all valid because that's how you feel about things. And that's totally correct. But when you look at the way the American structure is set up, right? Or these companies are set up that exploit African countries or exploit countries all over the world, I cannot blame you personally because you actually don't benefit from any of it. You just live there, you work there, and you live your life. That's the same way most Africans were. You see, this thing that you people blame all Africans for the slave trade. Most Africans didn't have any say in what was going on. Most of them were just farmers and rural people. So there is a class, or yes, I'm not saying that there wasn't a class of people that did this, but it's the same elite class that's making Africa what it is till today. And there are Africans that are suffering till this day. So I can get what you're saying. I get when you want to point fingers and say Africans sold their people, but not all Africans participated in this. Not even majority of Africans participated in this. It's a small minority.
Land your plane.
That's
You
it.
still got, you can continue that with the next person. You got a couple of people. Go ahead, American.
Oh no, I was gonna say I could pass the mic to whatever other American
Flossie. Okay.
Can I say something here?
Nope. You had your turn. Flossie. No.
It's so funny to me because I was listening to him and he said he doesn't care about anybody else but his own people, but at the same time doesn't understand the foundational part of Black American. The whole point of the matter is I can't go over to Africa as an immigrant and be like, oh, I'm African now. Y'all would throw a fit. Y'all would be so mad if anybody goes over there and tries to latch on to y'all's culture, but y'all don't get it when we set boundaries over here. That's what I don't understand. You, sir, inshallah, whatever your name is, I don't know what you were going on about earlier today, but sir, you don't tell me nothing about endurance because I just looked at your page. You're not one of them. Anyways, my family was here before America was coined America. That's how far we can go back. And I just want people that are immigrants here in America to know, if you get mail from immigration, you are not American. If they give you something that they can take, you are not one of them. I don't know when they stop teaching you guys that, but your citizenship and naturalization can be taken at any time. That means you're not an American. If they could take it from you, it's not yours to begin with. Secondly, I want you guys to know that a lot of us Black Americans were here longer than a lot of these white people that have came over here. A lot of them came on Ellis Island. A lot of them cannot trace their family back to the Civil War or the Revolutionary War. So that makes us more American than anybody that steps foot on this here landmass. Do you get that? Not only that, probably 300,000 slaves made it to the American coast. That could not produce 52 million. And I want y'all to understand that if it did, we would be walking around with big foreheads and inbred. 300,000 was not going to create 52 million. And I want y'all to keep that in mind. We are the most well-documented race. A lot of us can go back to the 1600s. We know who we are. And y'all just going to have to deal with that. You cannot be mad that we know who we are. And a lot of us, as we go back through our family lineage, there is Africa in nothing. Do not push that on us. If you put red and red together, and then you put red and black together, and then you put that red and black with green, how does that make it all solely red? We are a mixture of everything. We are our own ethnic person, but most importantly, we were here. We were here before a lot of people got here. And I really think they used that African slave trade as a cover up. They came here, seen there were black people that looked like Africans, and decided to bring a little bit of y'all over here to take the land. I'll land my plane.
Okay, you can respond him.
I'm so happy you said 300,000. You see, when you make these statements, what makes you think you're not a descendant of one of those 300,000 that was brought over? How are you
Well, I didn't
sure?
say they
Did
mixed
I just
in.
not say that I could
Right.
trace my papers?
Sorry,
But
can I finish, please?
yeah, but
Can I
hold
finish?
on. I told you some of those Africans mixed in with the people who was here. And we not only a lot of us have some African DNA, some European DNA, some native DNA. Why do we have to claim Africa? We're not
But
running
you
around here saying we white, is
Exactly.
we? We're not
okay?
running
Okay,
Exactly.
around
can
here
I
saying we
respond,
Native
please?
Americans. Go ahead, him.
Thank you, host. You see, the thing is, I think you're getting it. You're getting my point very, very twisted. I'm not saying you guys need to claim Africans. You don't have to claim Africans. You can claim the United States because you have every right to do so. You've been there for quote unquote so long. Do you understand this whole idea that you think that we're forcing this African-ness on you? There's a reason why you feel like most Africans get to the United States and they act differently to you, right? Because maybe culturally we're now different. We might have the same skin color, but culturally and the way we do things are different. Most Africans, especially Nigerians, are very conservative by nature, right? And when they come and see certain things that you do culturally, they cannot gel with it. That's why you feel like we're different as people. But at the same time, we share the same
Hold
skin
on, like
tone.
what? Be specific.
Okay.
It's certain things that we do that y'all do that y'all don't do conventionally that we can't gel with. Like we got over 50,000 globally used inventions. Which y'all why y'all ain't got none? Why y'all ain't got
But yeah,
y'all
of course.
hold on. Y'all been free way longer than us. So why y'all ain't got 1 million? Y'all should have 1 million. We can't gel with that. We can't gel with people who runners who flee all over the planet. Now I'm gonna stop you. You have a good day because I still got hours of
They
this
be
to go.
so disrespectful. I'm
Because
sorry.
this is what we deal with every day. People coming up here slick dissing. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to talk about cultures because we can. We see what goes on over there. But y'all want to come up on this panel every day and tell us we ain't shit, basically. Era, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm good. I'm fine. I am cool and collective. You want to address the
Good.
prompt? I
Yeah.
don't care,
So,
Renee, if you wanted to hear the rest. My soul couldn't
um,
take it. Go ahead.
okay. So, what has shaped your view of Black Americans? And I'm just gonna speak on my personal experience. I grew up in a Nigerian household. But obviously I was born and raised here, so I like if I'm taking it back to like preschool, kindergarten, like I believe like my babysitter was a Black American woman, and I became best friends with her daughter, and we would have like they would have barbecues, and I'd be eating like Louisiana food, and like I feel like initially like I don't know, I was raised around Black Americans, so I feel like I really got a taste of the culture. We listened to a lot of Beyonce, Michael Jackson. That really, I think, was my initial framing. But something that I noticed within my family is they were like, okay, like this is going to sound really bad. This is going to sound horrible. Don't hate me because this isn't my view. But it was like, oh, these are the good ones. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these are the ones we can trust. Like, these are like, these are the ones that like we rock with, kind of thing.
So wait a minute,
That's really it.
Era, I'm gonna let you finish. So then this shouldn't be no problem with us saying stay away from us, right?
Well, I mean, I feel like that's kind of what some people in my family may have thought, but I
No,
think
I'm
me
saying
growing up,
now because that
yeah.
was the view. You're not telling us nothing we don't already know, and thank you
Okay.
for being honest. But
I
so
mean,
that's
yeah.
why, huh?
I think it was the idea of like not all skin folk are kinfolk.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
think that that's the idea that like a lot of Africans have, or like you kind of need to like vet everybody out,
Yeah.
especially because like we're not like native to
But
the
see, the
United
thing
States.
with
We're not
that
from
is,
here.
but
Huh?
hold on. The thing with that is, we don't, we didn't have that perception. We didn't automatically say, oh man, they look hungry over there. They might come in our house and steal our groceries, and they hungry, or they just dirty. That wasn't the perception all of us had.
I didn't say that I had a negative or that we
I'm
had a
not saying
negative
that. I'm saying your
perception.
parents.
Okay.
I'm saying your parents. I'm not saying you. I'm saying, but that's what it's taught. We know that now, and that's why some of these kids they don't move like you. They come over here and project that same, stereotype. Oh, that's one of the good ones. Who are these people we got to prove ourselves to in our own country?
Hey, love, can I
Yeah,
add to
that's what
yours
I'm
real quick
saying.
before I
I mean,
lose it?
Yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
Because the thing is that just answering the prompt, the American government tried to demonize Black Americans, and it didn't
Oh
work.
yeah.
Evidently, it didn't
Mhm.
work. But the thing about it is y'all fail to realize that they used to show us commercials of y'all starving over there. That we didn't have when y'all came over here. We didn't be like, oh, they're over here hungry. We didn't hold those negative connotations against y'all.
I
When we
mean, I
came here,
remember my childhood, and like most definitely, yes, I was made fun of for being African. But
I
I'm
was
also
made fun of
my
too. That's a
well,
that's
I'm
a
telling
that's
you,
a
like
thing that
my
all
biggest
kids go
bullies
through, and
growing
I
up
really
were
feel
Black
like a lot of y'all need
Americans.
to go to therapy, be holding on to that. Everybody goes through a hazing phase.
Oh
Everybody.
well,
It
no,
wasn't
but
just you.
I know, but you keep saying that that's not how we were viewed
But you
when
you
I
got
remember being viewed like that.
I'm just telling you, we seen commercials of big bellies and flies in y'all's eyes, but we did not hold that against y'all when y'all got here. Now, the hazing at school, everybody goes through that. I wore glasses and I'm black as hell. I got made fun of all the time. But that don't make me be like, you call me a black African booty scratcher. I'm not even from Africa. I got called that. That is some stuff that y'all need. It's called self-esteem. It is esteem of oneself. Cat Williams said it best. Y'all are holding on to things that grade school kids say. They eat your book. They will call you that and eat they booger in the same sentence, and you're holding on to it. Like,
Right.
come
Well, I
on.
mean, but also, like,
And
I
wait a
feel like
minute.
in the same breath, you have to realize that, like, a lot of the Africans that come here and are saying these things are uneducated. And I think that, like, within the amount, like, me personally, with my family, I've seen that like the longer that they're here, the more connections that they make, the more Black Americans that they talk to, and they learn about their experiences, and on top of that, experience life in the United States like as a Black person. Because I like, of course, I get it. My mother is African, but like when she walks into a store or like when she's out in certain places and she's not talking, she's treated as just a Black person, and she's starting to understand through her experiences what it is that you might go through. And I think over time, after learning, after speaking to other Black Americans, educating yourself, I think it takes a little bit of experience in the United States to fully understand what Black Americans go through. So, like, of the Africans that are
Ingrid,
saying
you
these
can
things
come
are
back up. Get back in the
ignorant,
queue. I got
you
red
know?
soul up.
It's just I just feel like that
Yeah,
for
we don't.
what you just stated, it's taking a long time for them to realize what we go
Yeah, we
through.
ain't
That's
got
a
no more
long
time.
time.
We ain't
It
got
would
no more
take me
time.
it took me 2 or 3 days of living in the city to know what it was like.
Right.
All right, thank you. American, did you want to say something before we
Yeah, I
go
was gonna
go to
say
Boogie?
y'all just need tougher skin because at the end of the day, we all went through some form of kids just picking with other kids. That's kind of normal. I mean, I got called white girl and all kind of stuff.
That's the
When
reason
I
why they made
what
school uniforms. Remember, they
right
put school
right
uniforms in because kids were
exactly
being made fun of.
right. I mean, and I used to go to all white schools, and when I started to go to black schools, Shit, I got called white girl and everything else. I mean, that's just kids being kids. That don't have
I'm
nothing.
not just talking about childhood though. Like my mom is a nurse,
I
and
mean,
like
we all
people
laugh
would
and call
ask
each
her if
other.
she grew up in
Listen,
the jungle, and my mom
listen.
would literally
But
lie. And
so I mean,
Your
so
mama
Would
is
that
what?
be
just
black
sensitive.
people
Your
asking
mama
her
too
that or
sensitive,
white
baby.
people asking
oh
her
no,
that?
she's
Right.
not sensitive at all. She would go
Well,
around
it
telling
shouldn't
people
bother
that she
her.
lived with.
Well,
No, she would
For
go
that
around telling.
story to make it to you, it bothered her.
I was just about to say that.
I no
Yeah.
no. She told me it as a joke because she started telling her
Okay, y'all,
coworkers
we're
that
gonna
she grew
move
up with
on.
lions.
We're gonna
My
move on
mom
with the
literally
show.
told her
Thank you.
coworkers that she had pet lions. She grew up in the city in
Thank
Nigeria.
you.
Like it's very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, Ara. We're gonna move on. Thank you for coming up. We gotta get to the people in the queue. Hey Dixon, how you doing? Hey Soul.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, sis. Hey,
Hey,
bros.
sis.
Hey
Hi, everyone.
Dixon. What's your ethnicity, Dixon?
My name is Dixon from Tanzania, East Africa.
Okay. You wanna address the
Uh,
prompt today? Donnell, is you still with us? Cause you can't be on tea time that long. Go ahead, Dixon.
okay, so my view on the Black Americans and what have shaped me to get those views is actually during the struggle for independence in Africa. So one of the beacon of our independence who fought with us and even educated us and gave some insights through your own struggle were the Black Americans. And the way they did is through Pan Africanism. There were so many struggles during that time, whether it was Booker T. Washington, William Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, and the rest. Um, they knew their struggle and they understood our struggle in Africa and fought as their own struggle. Some of the Black Americans actually took measures to come to Africa, understand what was happening, saw what the colonialists were doing to us, and actually join the struggle to the end. Even in South Africa, the Black Americans stood by the against the apartheid policies and made sure that they struggled hit and nail to make sure that South Africa was independent. So now, there's so many issues about the beginning that you can be fed up through the Eurocentric.
Did he even answer the prompt? Because all I'm hearing is about Africa.
He didn't. He
Jesus.
didn't.
Answer the prompt, please.
Exactly, that's what I did. Unless you
You're
didn't hear
talking about
fully.
Africa. I could have
No,
sworn he was just talking about the continent.
I think
I'm
he's trying to say
speaking
that the
about.
black Americans that came over there is what shaped his view of black
Yes, you are
Americans.
speaking about Malcolm X
Okay.
came
He
to
just didn't
Africa.
say it correctly.
Those are Black Americans, not Africans. When I'm speaking like Malcolm X is a Black American, came to Africa, understood our struggle and supported our struggle. Same as other scholars who are Black Americans who supported our struggle. I said during the apartheid regime in South Africa, the Black Americans, so many that joined the struggle of the Southern Africa. I think I put it out clear on that. So my view is shaped on that your own struggle in your country, you fought it, you are still fighting it, and most of you are not selfish to say, if I'm seeing a certain oppression in my home and there's a certain oppression somewhere else, I will go and support. And you guys have never failed or stayed quiet when something wrong
Okay,
is
land your
happening
plane,
somewhere else. That's what
Mr.
I'm
Okay.
saying.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dixon.
Thank you.
We appreciate the good words, the
Yeah.
kind words. I'm
Yeah.
sure nobody has a rebuttal for him, right?
No.
Okay, thank you for coming up, Dixon. Hey, Holly. 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 You wanna
Yes.
how you doing?
Good. This is Eric. I
Oh,
had to
Eric.
change my.
I knew it.
I had to
I
change.
knew it. I knew it. I just
The
couldn't
trouble
remember.
man. The trouble man. Everybody gonna be mad at me. I guess I'm gonna tell the truth. Nothing but the truth. Then I see you rolling your eye now. We all good. Oh, let me read the prompt.
Uh-huh. Okay, Africans, listen to this. Get ready, chat. Eric's
There you
normally
go.
a doozy. Go ahead.
Okay.
The prompt. Read the prompt.
What has shaped your view of Black Americans? I've had one view for Black Americans all my life in America for 36 good years. I have Black American family. My son is half me, half Black American. My wife is Black American. My cousins, my nieces, all of them Black Americans. I just happen to be from Ghana. I think we are family. We Black Americans received us. They took us as part of family. I've seen a lot of Black Americans that even Black Americans I've dated all my life. I've dated Black Americans, and those I've dated, they can easily. There was a girl I dated that adopted a baby, and I signed for her because I know how the family is. What I know is Black Americans are easily to accept people, which is one of the best I can tell. One of the best, because human beings, there's a reason why God created human beings. We live for ourselves. So that's something I really appreciate from Black Americans. And so I can't say anything bad. Only on TikTok, that's when I know there was a beef between African and Black Americans, and everybody was giving their opinions. But I'm not going to point my finger on my people. You know, I'm not going to say nothing bad about my people, both sides. I go to African panels, I jump on them when they're saying bad things about Black Americans. They labeled me. When I come to Black American panels, they're talking bad about Africans, I jump on them too, and they label me. But the truth is one. Black Americans, I love Black Americans. Nobody can change my mind. Like I said, I've been here 36 years. I'm 57 years. That's all I can say. I don't have anything bad against Black Americans at all. If I have anything bad against Black Americans, that means I don't like myself. I don't like my son. I don't like my wife. That's not right. So I land.
Can I respond to Holly?
Yeah.
All right, Holly, two things you mentioned. And the first one is you have this pride of Ghanaian and you have children, Black Americans. Okay, and you claim your people, which is true. All right. Now, in East Africa, if parents sends their child to excel, there will always be pride. That is a true pride. But if your people sold the people to America, slavery, you have nothing to be proud of. You have nothing whatsoever. Okay? You just see their success, their move, everything, they're excelling. That's what you're trying to blend in as it's your pride. My people. They were not your people in the first place when you sold them.
Sir, you are out of pocket. You below me.
Hold
You are
on,
really out of
hold
pocket.
on,
Anybody else?
hold on, Flossie. Let that ride. That's between them.
Let me handle him.
Go ahead,
Go
Holly.
ahead.
You can have
Oh,
your final
this
say.
is one of the most uneducated person. That is why I had the Nigerian guy talking down. I felt bad when the Nigerian guy was talking down to him because he's really, excuse my French, he's dummy and he ain't got no sense. I don't know where you come from, what village in East Africa you come from. It tells me how you think. Your brain sound like they put a gasoline in your brain. Okay? You talking about me selling my people? You don't know nothing. Go back and do research. Okay? Go back and do research. You don't know me. If I love Black Americans, what makes you say this? My son is Black American. My wife is Black American. What is your problem?
Respond to what you just said.
You can't respond to me. Let me finish talking.
Yeah, go ahead. You got 20
right.
seconds, Eric.
You ain't got no sense. Go home and tell your mother and your father Stupid things in your head that they didn't raise you right. You was raised jacked up. You are jacked up. And go back to Africa. You don't need to come to the United States. These are the people you guys got to search for. These are the people that don't like black Americans. These are the controversial people like you. Alan.
Go ahead, English.
All right. So in the first place, you never liked them. In the first place, so you saw them. Now I'm gonna say these things. These things are very crucial. Love and HATE. Anybody who claims love, they have HAT carrying along with them. Number one, all your statements, all your speech, you did not even use the most perfect word on the planet that carries the love and HAT along with it. All right? Respect. You did not even mention anything to say or make a statement, I respect the people I sold. I respect the
Hold up.
people. Listen,
Your
let me
black
finish. Let me
ass.
land. Let me land.
No,
Let me
hold on,
land.
hold on.
Yes,
Your
you
black
can be
ass can't
emotional
tell me
damaged
who
right
I
now.
should
I
love and who I
understand.
shouldn't love.
Let me finish. I got 9 seconds, 8 seconds. All right. Next time, let me teach you.
You
Use the
ain't gonna teach me
word.
nothing.
Use the
You ain't
word
got no
respect.
brain to teach anybody
Respect.
here.
Don't lie
You
to
ain't got
people
no
about
brain.
love here.
The people,
I
the people you
love
see on this
people.
panel,
I love
every
people.
one of
They're the
them is
same
smarter than
people
you.
you sold. They're the
Everybody is
same
smarter
people
than
who
you.
don't like you. They're the same people who think your country is the continent of Africa. It's the
What
same
makes you
people that
think like
they
that?
include East Africa for their problems, for your problems in the first place. And you're preaching love here. You should preach respect next time you're talking to people. We know the history. We know how you sold your people.
There's
We
nothing wrong
know
with preaching
how
love.
even
You are a
today you all
freaking
are
scammer.
the biggest
You
scammers
are
on the
a
planet.
fucking
I don't
scammer.
you can gaslight to me. I'm a
I
scammer.
don't have to
Yeah.
gaslight to you. You
Okay,
ain't
fine.
nobody.
But you
You
know
a
what?
piece
The
of
world
man shit.
knows. America
So
knows you're
what's wrong
scum.
with you? You a
What's
piece
wrong
of
with
shit,
you?
man.
Don't preach love here. Preach respect
Hey,
next
I
time.
preach love because
Talking
I love.
to an East
If
Africa.
your parents didn't teach you how to love, you are lost,
You just
man.
expressed
You
the
are lost,
HAT
man.
towards you've
You
been
are
told, and you
crazy.
just expressed the HAT
I understand
towards
why
East
the
Africa,
Nigerians
and you're
say you look
claiming
sickly.
love to Black Americans
You
because they're
sound like you
excelling.
unhappy.
They don't like you
You're not
because you
happy?
sold them. All
Look,
right,
you
and
know
if
how
they
many
like
people
you,
love me?
guess what? You better run because they're coming for you.
Oh,
Next.
who? Who
You,
run? Who
Nigerians,
better run?
Ghanaians, Liberia, they're coming for you. You
There
sold
you
them.
go. That's
Take
how you feel.
accountability. Next time,
That
have
is
some
how you
respect.
feel.
And listen, don't preach
Man,
love here,
you
preach
ain't got
respect.
no sense.
I respect Black Americans. I
You
don't need
don't.
to love
You
them.
don't
I ain't got
respect
nothing to
nobody. You
love
come
them
here
for.
to kiss
I
ass.
respect them.
They know who
All
you
right?
are. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to deal with you.
My time, my
Your time
job
what?
is
You
to
ain't
do
got no
what I
time.
need to do. But
You're
when I
not
meet
happy,
or
man.
encounter Black America, I respect
Okay,
them.
y'all. Okay.
I'm not
Shut your
obligated to
mouth,
love
boy.
them.
Okay,
Shut
y'all.
your
Preaching
mouth.
love here. You think you're
Hold
in a
on,
Bible
English.
school?
Hold on, English. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all got out what y'all needed to, and I hope you guys feel a little better. Did anybody else have you want a final say, Holly? I'll give you a minute. I mean, Eric.
Absolutely. I have a final say. Um, I want everybody on this panel to know this. The Africans that come here and think like this guy thinking, they are the problem. Not all Africans are problem. Whether they are from East Africa, West Africa, South Africa, not everybody is the problem. Like, people like this, they bring it from their country and they come here and lie. They are, you can look around yourself. The East Africans, they don't even cross their tribe to go and be with nobody. They don't love themselves. I can't say all of them. Kenyans are different a little bit. But this guy here, I don't know where he's from. He don't love himself. He don't
I'm
like
from
himself.
Kenya.
It doesn't matter where
Don't
you're
try
from.
to
You don't
preach
love
love
yourself.
here, bro.
You have a big problem, man. Go home, get you some
See?
therapy, and treat yourself, man.
Exactly. Don't get emotional damaged here, all right? Preach respect next time. Don't preach love.
I've been preaching respect and I preach love too. There's nothing wrong with preaching love. If you don't know nothing about love, because you was not born with love, wasn't born love around you. Love is what God gives to us.
Love is to make sure that you're going
Love
to
is
step
what
on
God
someone.
gives to everybody.
Respect is to make sure
Okay?
you uplift the person. So
You
next
you
time when you
earn
try to
respect.
brainwash
When you
people,
respect yourself, people
listen.
respect you.
We
The
will
way you
tell
carry
you
yourself
on
here
your
on this
face,
panel, I
welcome to
can
East
tell you.
Africa.
Okay, thank you, English. We gotta move on. Flossie, hey.
Hey, I'm just saying, I don't like when people try to tell other people
Wait a
what they
minute,
said.
Flossie,
Yes.
can you address the prompt? And
Oh,
then you can
yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead. Mhm.
What has shaped the view of Black Americans? Well, for one, I'm a Black American, and my view of us is we are too accepting. That's the only thing that I can see, because before the internet had the big boom that it had right now, I didn't realize that globally we were HATED. I didn't know that. I didn't know that everybody had some kind of underlying issue with us until certain aspects of our community went through things. Say for instance, this stuff going on with the Asians, or the things that was going on with the Hispanic lady not too long ago. I had no idea that there was so much HATER in people's heart, to put a D on there, in people's heart for us Black Americans. But what I can say is that because globally the government tried to make us look so bad, I think a lot of the HATERD coming from the African diaspora is because we are the focus of black people. When someone thinks Black person, they think of America, and I think that's where it's slighted at. They don't like that. They feel like the number one Black person should be quote unquote Africa, and that's not how it's viewed as. And that's where a lot of these diaspora wars come from, is just the jealousy of when they hear Black American or Black, people think America first. And that's basically what it is. That's why they keep trying to tell us we're from Africa, and that's why they keep trying to push that on us, because they want to put Black and African as a synonymous word, and it will never be that. It's not ever going to be that. And I really believe that's all it is. So when the government pushed all that poor, oh, Black America's lazy, they violent, they're this, they're that, they didn't realize they put the lens on it, Black Americans, which solely made Black being cool. We made Black being cool. And that's why now they're trying to push Africa and Black, like, oh, if you're Black, you're from Africa. That's not what that is. Black was always and will forever be an American term. And that's what we are. And I'll land my plane there.
Okay, do anybody have a rebuttal for Flossie?
Yes, I can.
Go
Flossie,
ahead, English.
Flossie, let me tell you this. Yes, you can be too accepting. Just stay away from too accepting mentality. Number one, when you're talking about you being African, you have to understand the countries in Africa. You're not even close to Morocco. You're not close to Egypt. You're not close to Libya. Now go down to East Africa, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania. So whoever told you about this West Africa is a continent, is a continent, they lied to you. They are part countries of Africa, not the Africa. They're countries. You came from West Africa. They
I
want
didn't
you.
come from
They
West
want you
Africa.
to be too accepting by them preaching to you love after they sold you. But you will never come from Morocco, Egypt, Libya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, and so forth.
Because you don't think that's disrespectful. She just sat here and told you she's not from Africa.
Nobody,
And yet
nothing. I could go back to the 1600s, and there is not one
Prove
piece
it.
of paperwork
Prove
I
it.
tell you,
that
he's
tells.
that's
so
the
Can I tell
disrespectful.
you
You don't
wait
this?
a
know
No,
what
minute.
he's
no,
No,
saying.
I'm
how
not
many
proving anything
no.
to you. But what I will say is this is my proof to you. When my family was taking pictures with cameras,
Let me
National
see your
Geographic was
photos. Why
filming
your
yours.
account is
When my family was taking photos with cameras, National Geographic was filming yours. Sir, we are not the same. My family has 10 type photos in our, we have it all. I could go way back. Way back. So don't do that. We are very well documented. And I didn't want to be disrespectful like that, but I will be. When we were out here being dressed up and taking photos with cameras, y'all was running around butt naked on National Geographic. Don't do that. We are not the same people. Y'all were over there carrying them people on their shoulders. Don't do that.
That's them Kenyans. Piece of shit.
It's
Kenya.
disrespectful. He can't even, he probably couldn't even tell me who his great grandparent was, what their name was, or their birthday.
He don't even know his birthday. His birthday is current year is fake.
January 1st.
Exactly. Fake.
That's the first time I got emotional on this panel, and don't do that. You can never. I'm gonna tell you this: America keeps very good records, and I'm gonna let you know this. If you are over here and you get mail from immigration, you're in a database. So whenever y'all try to scare us with ICE, baby, we not in a database. You're in a database. They're looking for you.
You and Holly are the same father.
How did you get here? Did you come in with?
Well, when you look at your account, is completely. You don't
Listen,
want to
no, hell no. I'm not about to keep muting you and then you just keep jumping off mute. Stop. It's not your turn anymore. English. I'm serious, please.
Okay,
It's not your turn.
we're gonna get to foundational Somali. How you doing?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Would you like to address the prompt? So, are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
what's your ethnicity?
I am Somali
Okay,
American.
okay. You want to address the prompt?
Yes. So when it comes to me, I came here at a young age. So my views were shaped with togetherness. People. I lived amongst Black people, but I will talk about what shapes like my mom's view or my community's view. You know, when it comes to us as a greater people, we come from very proud people. We come from a good lineage, but that proudness sometimes gets blurred and it comes off as being xenophobic. I feel like that plays a part because we have people where we know we come from tribes and, let's call a spade a spade. We have tribal wars. So some people, as dumb as this sounds, when they're fighting with another tribe and they're having beef with another tribe and they come to America, they're like, man, I think I'm better than my own people. My tribe is better, so who are you guys? You get what I'm saying? So sometimes that plays a part into it. The propaganda of Hollywood plays a part into it.
Wait a minute,
And,
foundational. Do y'all look at us as a tribe?
pardon?
Do y'all look at Black Americans as a tribe?
I read a lot and educated a lot.
No, I'm
I
saying
see
people you know.
people I know, they see Black people as like, yeah, as a oneness, like Black Americans.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so with the propaganda with Hollywood, that plays a big part. And it's just funny because everything that's white is considered, nice, is considered innocent. Everything that's Black is considered bad. It's just that brainwashing. And then the last part would be, as crazy as this might sound, some people don't believe me, but when people are going through the immigration process and coming to America, some that are brought by the Lutherans and different organizations and some that's brought by NGOs are told point blank, period, you guys are going to a new country. You guys got to tote the line. This is what you do and this is what you not do. And that consists of staying away from Black people. And they are
Hey, how
scared.
they say it to you? How they say it? Foundation. What foundational? What they say? What they tell you? What they tell people?
What
I
they
mean, how
tell
they
people,
say something like that?
yeah, they tell people sometimes. I've heard different accounts. Some accounts are told as in like, hey, you guys are going to a new country. You guys are easily disposed of if you guys commit crimes, especially going through the legal process. So in order for that to be happen, there's certain or groups of people, aka Black people, that are committing crimes, or maybe you guys are going to be placed where there's a majority of Black people. Stay away from them, or else, you know what I'm saying, you get sucked into that. So with that, and the propaganda, and the xenophobic, and the ignorance, you know what I'm saying, people play into that. It's a scared mentality. They try to gaslight you. They try to scare you. You get what I'm saying? But me coming here at a young age and educating myself, educating my mom, I see my mom do a 180. She's best friends with Black people. I've, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take the next generation to educate the older generation. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Y'all gonna have a hard time because we ain't got that much time. Y'all been here with us for since what, about 60, 70 years. Not your parents, but we talking about as a whole. Now Black Americans is fed up and more is waking up every day. So I doubt we got a generation for y'all to wait. Okay, yo, anybody got a rebuttal for foundational?
Yes,
I do.
he has said
Hold
something.
on,
Oh, okay.
English. Hold on. Go ahead, Bushmeat.
Every time you say that name, it crack me up. But listen, right? I got Asian homeboys. I got African homeboys. I got the Indians. I work in the tech field. I got a lot of Indians on HB1 visas, right? This little whole stay away from Black Americans thing, never effing heard of it. These people be every time I ask one of my peoples, even if they just recently went through immigration, they'll be like, hell nah. I'm like, did they tell you to stay away from Black Americans? They were like, no. Every single time, and this is Asians, Indians. I got a couple of Nigerian homeboys and some from Mali too. I was like, you sure they didn't tell y'all that? I was like, no, that's dumb. I didn't hear this shit until I got on the internet, and this is how they justify their anti-Black American hate, which is so weird. Just say you wasn't rocking with us, and it's that.
Hate. I
Yeah,
love TikTok a lot.
HATE. Just say y'all HAT us, and then leave it at that. Y'all trying to make up this whole little jibber jabber, and it's like it don't even gotta be all of that. It's up now. It's stuck. Hold your nuts, walk your line, and call it a day.
Okay, land your plane, Bushmeat.
I'm
Okay.
done.
Go
So,
ahead,
But
sir,
Flossy.
at the beginning of him speaking, he did say,
Flossie,
depending on how they got
hold.
here, like,
Okay, well, Flossie, please
sorry about that.
go ahead. Foundational.
yes, sir. I think you caught the back end of my conversation, but I said this multi-layered. It comes with the propaganda of Hollywood. People feed into that BS. People feed into being so proud that it blurs into being xenophobic. Think it blurs into tribalism. Me thinking I'm better than one tribe, which is my own people. Therefore, if I think I'm better than my own people, why wouldn't I think I'm better than you guys? Some people actually think like that too. You get what I'm saying? And then when it comes to the whole stay away from black people, I came through the corridors of in the 1996, 95 era from East Africa. So I don't know if you talk to East Africans that come around that time. I don't know if you met people that have ever told you that, but I can introduce you or tell people to come here and tell their story and their conviction, and they will concur what I'm saying.
Sorry, I'm here.
Can
I'm
I
from East
rebut this one
Africa.
per minute? Well, I can't hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. English came on first, Eric, then you.
Okay.
Go
All right.
ahead, English. Give y'all 1 minute.
So I'm gonna mention a couple things that he mentioned. And number one, you said something which is correct. When we from East Africa we come to America, most of the time, sometimes we've been told not to mingle around with Black Americans. You might be right about that. Now I'll tell you why. All right. So the history we know. Nigerians, Ghana, Liberians, they saw their people, all right? And maybe we're going to come across the clash. So they will behave like Nigerians the same way they behave around the world, around the continent, with their ego. So yeah, it will give me, it's not like I'm separating myself out of HATE. I'm separating myself out of respect. Respect is going to stay there, all right, between me and the Black Americans. But another thing is y'all are imposters, especially Somalians, imposters to Black Americans. You commit a crime and they're the ones that get in problems. So y'all need to stop this imposting stuff, period.
Okay, foundational. You can respond, and then you got Eric.
He said imposters to crimes. I get what you're saying because there's no magic box that says, hey, I committed a crime, check Somali. You know what I'm saying? That's why when it comes to Black Americans saying we're moving, breaking apart, taking back the name, you know what I'm saying, foundational Black Americans, I support that delineage because it prevents problems like what you're talking about. And everybody commits crimes. Kenyans commit crimes. Somalis commit crimes. Crime is not just bound to one race, brother. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff you're saying is right, but every time you prove a point, bro, you're throwing backhand, you know what I'm saying, disrespectful comments, though.
I'm sorry, I'm not babysitting any.
Are you done, foundational? Okay,
Yes,
go
ma'am.
ahead.
Thank you.
All right, hold on. You got Eric. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, he made a comment about how some Africans come here before they get here, or when they get here, they advise um, not to mingle with Black Americans and not to, hang with Black Americans. Um, I was 19 years when I came here, very young, and nobody told me that. But sometimes some Africans, when I take my girlfriends who were Black American to African parties, some of the African women would look at me a little funny, but I didn't care about that. Where my heart is where my heart goes, and I wasn't used to African as far as the women, because I was young when I came here. So when I came here, it's when I was exposed as a man. So I didn't know anything, but I took Black Americans as my family. And since we've been family. So people like him saying love is not the case. You shouldn't love, you should respect. How can you respect somebody you don't love? You have to love the person to respect the person. Respect, you earn respect.
Okay,
Okay?
Eric. Hold on. We're gonna land that plane. Okay, foundational final say so we can get to Spoko. Thank y'all for y'all patience down
Yes.
in Spoko
My
and
last comment,
River
ma'am.
North.
My last comment would be, let's not, in order for us to move on, we gotta, keep going into our history and, educating ourselves. Let's not forget the Irish people, the Italian people, that once they came, they were called dogs. They were called the not the most vile names in history that's being used to attack immigrants now. But then they had the ability of hiding underneath the white umbrella and getting absorbed by the white people. And I know there's bad apples in everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We need to root those people out. We need to educate those people. And if they're not taking education, right, we need to exile them.
Yeah, but we not absorbing black no more. We gonna separate this all up. I don't give a shit with the Irish Italian. We tried that and it didn't work. We got
Yeah,
no
no,
benefit from it.
that's
Yeah.
why delineation, I support delineation because you guys get just what's yours. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't get mistaken. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then everybody stands on their own and with their
Yeah.
2 feet,
Yeah.
and they, you know what I'm saying? They get what they put in.
Right. Correct. All right. Thank you, Foundational, for coming up. Hey, Spoko. How you doing?
Hello, host. I'm in South Africa.
Okay. Shout out to South Africa. You want to address the prompt?
Yes, what has shaped your views of Black America? Now, I haven't been to America. I'm South African. We don't do all that coming to America, what. But I will say that besides mainstream media, it's a evolution of perception. Started with mainstream media, all your Muhammad Ali's, etc., Al Sharpton, etc. Then it came to social media. Then there was this clique that is xenophobic. I like those ones. FPA. Ha 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 ha. The xenophobic ones, those are my people. Those are the best. They know what they want out of life. Not this kumbaya of Pan-Africanism. Hey, my brother, come join us and put your hands around the fire and tell stories. And no. FPA. Those are modern day legends. That is the Black Panther of today. Those are the ones who don't care about being liked. They know what they want out of life. Not this hug and kiss, what. No. Delineation. You're not gonna go anywhere with this kumbaya, Pan-Africanism. You're not going anywhere. These people are going to eat you up alive. And the more you give them space, the more they demand more space. You give them a chair, they take a chair, they want another chair. You'll end up in a corner. Don't make that mistake. They don't care about you the way you are trying to care about them. You're not going to survive this. So the reason why I like this FPA is because what we are fighting here in South Africa, must be fought not just locally but on an international level. We must put pressure on United Nations to say, look here, this thing of playing games with our lives, with all this refugee, what, is coming to an end right now. It's coming to an end right now. People must stay in their countries. All right, thank you, host. My time is up.
Okay,
Can I
hold on,
respond to him?
Flossie. Hold on, Flossie. Thank you for coming up. I'm gonna rotate you down. I gotta bring my mod up. Thank you. Yes. You want to remove?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I had something to say about the prompt, but after listening to
Oh
the
yeah,
South
it's your
African,
turn after him. But if you got a rebuttal
Oh,
yeah,
for
but
him,
And I
I'd
want to
get
rather
your
rebut
feet
too.
out
address.
my
I want to
sofa,
rebut
little
too.
boy.
hold on. Hold on. What you say, remove?
I'd like to address what Spoko said about the the comparison he's making between FBA's Black
Okay.
Americans
Yep.
and
Go
what's
ahead. I
going
give
on
you
in
a
South
minute.
Africa.
Go ahead, remove.
Okay. I think what he said is extremely dangerous, and we do, as a Black American who's grateful to have been around Black power centers in America. We have a completely different view than those in South Africa. Black Americans have a strong history of fighting our oppressors, first and foremost, before fighting our peers and people who look like us. It's a completely different thing. And honestly, like, just hearing that comparison being made my skin boil, because if you look at what's going on in South Africa, that is a completely different thing, okay? And we do not see eye to eye with South Africans at all. That's it.
Okay. And you said, wait, that's okay. I'll wait till your turn.
I want to
Spoko.
rebut too.
Oh, hold on. Spoko, you
Yeah,
go
no, I
ahead.
can
You want to
reply. That
respond
is
to
why
that?
I specified FBA. FBA. This remove what is those kumbaya, my brother, what, the white, what. That is the type. That is why I distinguished. So I don't see why he's catching feelings, because I literally separated the milk from the froth.
You sure did.
I said, this is the cream, this side. And then those who are Pan-Africanists, I've got nothing against you. Good luck. All the best for you. But these are the guys who knows the business. What is supposed to happen? That is all. So what are you correcting here? Because I took care to actually specify who I'm dealing with. I call them FBA. So what are you correcting here? Why is your skin boiling? Why is your skin boiling? Are you FBA?
Yeah.
Man, don't waste your time with boiling skin for nothing. I literally took care to distinguish.
You're fighting against African nationalists in your country. That has nothing to do with what we are struggling against here in America. That's all. I'm not saying anything about Pan-Africanism. I don't care about Pan-Africanism. I'm making the distinction between your struggle and ours, and it's not even remotely similar. That's it.
To some of us, it's similar. We'll get to you. Hold on. We're going to get to him. We're going to move on. Did anybody else have something to say?
I do. Quickly.
Who is that? Oh, Eric. Go ahead, Eric.
Okay. I'm this is referring to the South African. Yes, I believe in people staying in their country, but before you tell people to stay in their country, why don't you tell the 6,000 South Africans in America as refugees to come to South Africa before you start kicking people out of your country? That's my question. There are 6,000.
No, I can answer.
There's 6,000 refugees as South Africans. I can play to you from Google.
Wait, you are saying, sorry, I thought my accent was thick, but this is worse. I can't hear you properly. Are you saying that 6,000 South Africans are refugees in foreign countries?
Yeah, in America, United States of America.
6,000 South Africans are refugees in America.
Because you don't read.
I'll Google that, then I'll come back. It's okay.
Let me read it to you on Google. The U.S. has admitted approximately 6,668 South Africans refugees into United States. So what do you think about that? It's on Google here.
Are you talking about those white Afrikaners?
No,
Yeah, the ones that want to go
they are
back.
South Africans.
The ones
They
that's
say
trying to
South
go back
Africa.
now.
It never said anything about Afrikaners. It says South Africans. It says here on Google,
Only those are
the U.S.
YT.
has. It
During the
said the U.S.
Trump
has
administration, they were talking.
admitted approximately
Okay, I understand
Wait
six,000.
what
a
you
minute,
read.
y'all.
So
Okay,
my
Listen,
question
yeah.
is,
All right, hold on, English. All right, I don't know. We got
my
to move
question is,
on
why
with the
don't you
show.
tell them to go back
More
home?
host, it's the whiteys.
yeah, the
A host, you are
YT,
right. It's
more
those
holy.
white refugees.
You talking about the YTs that
They
came
are
over here?
disrespectful. Why do y'all always come up here and then all just start trying to double team and come off the mic? Please stop.
You know they don't know decorum
Oh,
American.
That's crazy.
And then they
okay.
talking about the YTs that came over that's currently wishing to go back.
Okay, let's get to remove rule. Remove rule. What's your ethnicity?
Black American.
You can trace your lineage back to the 1870 census.
Yeah, I know to the town that my father's ancestors were slaves in.
Oh, you found a slave.
What?
You found a slave.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to address the prompt?
Yeah, I kind of addressed it a little bit, but I was fortunate to grow around like Huntsville, Alabama, Northern Illinois, and I've been surrounded by black excellence my entire life, and that goes against what is portrayed in the media.
Spoko, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna rotate you down. Go ahead, remove.
Wasi, why do you keep saying that? That's it. I just answered the question.
You don't have anything else to say about what has shaped your views of Black Americans?
No, that, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward question, but
Okay,
I'm not
anyone?
white, for the record. Just saying.
I got
I'm
something
not
to say.
mixed.
He lying his
Go
ass
ahead.
off. He ain't found no slave. He
Uh,
just sitting up here making up
I'm
stuff.
not. I'm not actually. Dobson, North Carolina, the specific town.
What's the slave name?
I just know the last name Dobson.
He is lying.
I'm not lying.
Hold on, so you don't still have that same surname?
They just changed it like a generation. Like my granddad changed it.
Your granddad changed it?
Yep.
Wait, which line do you trace your
On my father's side,
so where your mother from?
Oh, my
she's
bad.
from America.
Yeah,
She's
buddy. I
Black
seen you.
American.
What ethnicity is your mother?
Black American.
So what your father is?
Black American. But I grew up in like Northern Illinois, and then we moved up to Minnesota. That's why I kind of have this accent. I have a
So
Minnesota accent.
you don't trace both of it? Whoa.
My mom's not white.
So hold on,
Flossie.
which side of your lineage are you saying
My
that you
dad's
found a
side.
slave in? Your father's side?
Yes.
So what is your mother's side?
She's Black American as
I'm
well.
talking about you haven't traced your mother's side of the family. You don't know
Not as
her?
I didn't. My dad did on his side. My mom didn't do as much work
No,
on
but
her
you
side.
don't know your you don't know your grandmother on your mother's side?
I just know the story. Yeah, I know my grandma. She's Black American.
Where's she from?
Mississippi, originally.
Cut your camera
Like,
on.
Hey,
Lying.
say
Cam
us.
up.
Say us.
English. Stop. Cam up. I won't believe you.
why? Why don't you believe me?
Because the way you just said it just sound like a lie.
I'm originally from I
AYT.
spent most of my childhood in Minnesota. That's why I sound like
It
this.
said
And
you a sassy black man. Know what
I'm
I'm
not
saying?
sassy at all.
Hey,
Or
hey, American. I seen
you
this
the
dude
first
before.
generation immigrant. It's one of the two. Cause your voice inflection gives off sassy black man, sassy educated, which you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my educated sassy black man. But it's either sassy black
Step
man
outside
or
and cut
first
the camera
generation
on.
immigrant that has been born and raised here and kind of picked up some Americanism terms.
Or metrosexual or something. I don't know, but he seems sound like he
Yeah,
lying.
American. I've seen this dude before. He's lying his teeth off. That's not no.
I
I'm
knew
not
it.
lying.
You have no accent, bro. Stop coming on this panel lying behind off. Shut up. Be yourself.
So what is he, Terry?
Man. No, I seen him before. He
What
was on
is
D's
he?
panel.
I said you saw him. So what is he?
I don't know what he is, but he's lying. Everyone didn't believe him on D's panel. I was on D's panel when he was
It's
on there.
because it's because my accent. I
No, you
sound
don't
like
have an
I'm
accent.
It's,
You don't have a
it's giving
Mississippi
I
accent.
sassy
grew
or
up in
immigrant.
Minnesota.
Or metrosexual or
Okay,
something.
y'all. Let's get to the rest of the people. All right. Thank you for coming up, Remo. Okay. Hey, Bushmeat.
Hello.
Hello. You want to address that prompt?
What has shaped your view of Black Americans? I'm gonna say just the political climate of everything right now, right? Because at this point in time, it's just gotta check on these damn chaps. But it's just like if you look at us, right? We accept everybody just for dark skin, and it's like it's putting us at it's to our detriment, right? Because you have Westmore up there going against reparations. You just had a Jamaican professor talking about we got paid out reparations with affirmative action and civil rights, and he tried to claim it as reparations. And then you also had that Haitian what was he, a congresswoman who stole 5 million in FEMA funds. And then you also just had, what is it? The Somalis with the $8 billion scheme trying to say, now we black, Ilhan Omar. Now they black, everybody black now. Boom. And then you just had the woman who was running for a congresswoman like a year or two ago, who was Jamaican, saying that slavery is over and stuff like that. And we need to move ahead and all this other jibber jabber, and basically saying that we're a victim. At everybody's in these other ethnic groups that are coming to America, they're coming in and getting on board with the YT supremacy, right? And then they're saying they're speaking for us, just like you had. I have a video that's retweeted on my page now with a whole bunch of melanated immigrants talking about how we didn't deserve reparations and speaking on our lineage, well, ethnic group, when in all honesty, they have no pull to speak on the ethnic group because they're not a part of it. And what it is we just keep giving people power because they may share the same skin tone as us, just like you have all of these Mexicans saying the N-word in their music, in their rap. And hell, we let Shabuzi come up here and say on the Grammys that what? We're he's not well, that was on Tiny Desk. He's not regular black. He's Nigerian black, as if that's not the most regular black around the world, because all they do is flee. Getting out of their country is a job occupation. But at the end of the day, we got to stop giving people power to just kind of speak on our behalf, and we got to start getting more critical of, hey, where's your lineage from? Who the fuck are you? Type stuff. But I start getting more critical of, hey, where's your lineage from?
Okay, go ahead, Captain.
I'll end it.
Okay, do anybody have a rebuttal for Bushmeat? Well, I know everybody else up here is a Black American, so let's get to the Jeep. And Flossie, you already went. I want to hear y'all, but I know the Jeep is not Black American, so let's go ahead so we can start rotating the stage.
Hey, what's up with y'all? Joy G,
Hey,
Panamanian,
Jeep,
and
what's up?
Afro Panamanian, yo. You
Okay,
going, bro? All right,
you
I
want
see
to
you out
address
there.
the
Y'all have a
prompt?
good one, y'all. Huh?
You want to address the prompt? One question for every community. What has shaped your view of Black Americans?
Shit. Born here in the States and grew up with Black Americans, so my views, the only thing that shaped my views is the new stuff I've been seeing on the internet, like on TikTok and stuff. In real life, nah, my views would, ain't nothing shaped my views because I'm considered black here in America because I am black. I'm of African ancestry. You know what I'm saying? My community and the people I grew up with consider themselves African Americans and stuff. So it wasn't no difference between people and me and everybody else. So I don't have no different view, like a immigrant view of, of Black Americans. 'Cause I consider myself black because I am black. But only thing I can say is that what I've seen on social media with we're pretendians, that pretendian stuff. Though we was indigenous here. I'm like, nah, I'm not indigenous to the land. You was indigenous. You're from Panama. Them people were there with dark skinned melanated. No, they wasn't. They were just dark skinned melanated people. Indians. You know, have a good one, y'all. Native Americans and stuff. Them not none of my people. My people came from West Africa, Central Africa, East Africa. Came to come work in the mines of Panama and stuff. Came slaved in this country and stuff. It have nothing to do with the Native American population, except probably having a grandmother or something like that long down the line. So yeah, I ain't. That's the only thing I don't agree with. But that's not real life. You don't find these people in real life who claiming this stuff at colleges. I went to school 4 years, so I was in the marching band. Never in my 4 years at HBCU have I heard somebody say, I'm a Native American, I'm an Indian, I'm indigenous to the land. I ain't never heard nobody say nothing crazy like that. We always knew we're from Africa. Our ancestors are African. So that's my only thing. Have a good one, man.
Yes,
See, I
absolutely.
land my plane on that joint right there, though.
Okay, you about to get some rebuttals.
That's
Go.
cool.
All right, go ahead, Terry.
Dude, you're not one of us. Stop speaking French and act like you're one of us. You're not one of us, bro. You're ugly as hell. You're not one of us at all.
Keep the pejoratives.
And you've never been around Black Americans at all to know that they're indigenous to America at all. You haven't hung out with us at all. You say HBCU. That's it. And I'll land right there.
Rebuttal as well.
Dallas, Texas, my brother. South Dallas to be exact. I went to HBCU. I don't know what you mean. I don't know nothing about you people, and I'm born and raised here in this country, bro.
Raised around us. You wasn't in
No,
our house.
born
Hold on,
and
a
raised.
Panamanian in South Dallas. This is the second little Afro type of person I've heard in my
Hold
city.
on,
This is
Terry. You
amazing
landed
to
his
me.
plane. You got to get him his final say. He got other rebuttals. Go ahead, the Jeep. That's all you had to say. You ready for your next one?
Nah, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to reply to that.
Okay,
Let me
but
put it
did
back
you
on mute.
reply? Because you
Yeah,
got
I
more
replied.
rebuttals. Okay,
Nah,
go ahead. Go ahead. Bushmeat, I believe, was next. Then Flossie.
Yes, ma'am. So just because you're in proximity doesn't mean you know anything about how we were raised in the house. That's just like they say, what somebody looking in the house. You don't know what we talk about in our house because you're not one of us. You're Panamanian. So you can't say what we do say about ourselves because I'm in NC. A lot of us always said we had Native American and all that other stuff. So y'all, I don't know why y'all immigrants keep coming and saying this. And furthermore, black is a social classification. Black does not appear on the Panamanian census. I can point to you where black was on the census in America, right? Where we were referred to as black and Negro, right? Before 1828, everybody was Negro.
we
Y'all
were
was not
Negroes
called
too,
that.
bro.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Like I said, y'all were not referred to as black. Y'all still aren't, right? We use black and African American interchangeable. Black Americans prefer to be called Black Americans. This African American shit was born in 1988, and then they brought it to the census, and brought it to the court 1989. It wasn't implemented until 2000. We not on y'all stuff. Talk about what Panamania got going on, not Black America. But
Okay,
that's it.
all right. Thank you,
I
Bushmeat.
got a
Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead, the Black.
He can do his rebuttal.
Okay, go ahead, the Jeep. Do you have a final say to that?
Ain't nobody worried about what he's saying because I'm just living my life working every day instead. Y'all, I'm a real black person. I mean, I go to work, take care of my people, and I ain't worried about what other people got going on and stuff. I know what America views me and everybody views of me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need your approval to say, oh, you're not a black man. The world knows I'm a black man. There's nothing you can change that. I'm a Negro. That's what the Spanish called us, Negroes. That's what they called it when they brought us out the slave ships. I'm talking about the Panamanian people, us. I'm talking about the people that were brought to Colombia, the black people that were brought to Puerto Rico, Cuba, my people, Jamaicans and stuff. And y'all too in America. Yeah, y'all was on that same ship. Even though you don't want to believe it, you want to say you was indigenous there. No, you wasn't. You came from Africa. You can believe the pseudo information all you want. I already know what happened. The white T-man beat it out of us so bad that they beat it out of.
Y'all gotta let him land his plane.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all gotta let him play. Let him finish his 10 seconds. please.
Tell you what, the white tea man beat it out of you. You don't want to be black no more. You want to be indigenous up to America, knowing that's the Native Americans, the Mexicans, the Salvadorians, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, Tainos,
Okay,
Cherokees.
land
That
your
ain't you.
plane. Go ahead, the black.
Laying on that.
First, when did your people come to South Dallas? Well, come to Dallas, period. Or were you born in Dallas, or your parents born in Dallas? The G.
No, my parents were born here. I was born here though, Baylor Hospital.
So they came here in the 2000s,
They been here since the 70s, brother.
since the 70s. So okay, sound about right. So okay, you do know, like, y'all have a history of not actually claiming black, but legally, yes, you're classified under us, and we're not trying to deny your skin color, your blackness, because yes, obviously people can see you black. We're saying that we want you to be able to distinguish what type of black you are. Like you came on stage, you said you Afro Panamanian. Know what I'm saying? That's what you are legally. Know what I'm saying? So it's no HAT towards you or anything, or any of you people. It's the fact that we got to separate each other to make sure everybody
No
is
separation
represented
of the black
properly.
people.
No, it's not separating. It's classifying people properly. You can be
Classification of
represented.
black people.
You
We're
can be
black.
represented properly. Know what I'm saying? So anything going towards Panamanian people, you can benefit from that. Know what I'm saying? Because you Afro Panamanian. Anything that we're saying that benefits Black Americans specifically, or what we fought for, we said, hey, it's okay for us to say it's only for us, because it's too many people being able to check that black box, and it's pushing a lot of our youth out of opportunities, a lot of our people out of opportunities. That's all.
Yep, that's all. Go ahead, Flossie.
I just don't understand how he gonna sit here and tell people who they are when we can literally trace our ancestries ourselves. Not only that, there are books, plenty of books and documented journals of how they said the people they described the people that were on this land. I just don't understand that. I truly don't.
Well,
You
he
if
said
you
the people
colorize
was Negro like him, and it's
yeah, if you colorize any photos on Ellis Island, when they opened Ellis Island and started taking photos of them people coming into America, nobody on them ships was black. Not a soul. Not one. They were Native American or the Siberians and white folks, white tea folks. There was not any black people on Ellis Island. But I'll land there, but I'm just sitting here. He can't. I bet you money. I want him to trace his lineage and show who he is, because I can show who mine is. I could go visit the graves right now. I want to know how he could trace himself to Panama.
Hey,
right. One
Big
thing,
Meat,
Not
I'm gonna
we not
rotate
believing
you
in brown
down. You can
folks.
come back up though.
I'm
Please come back
sorry.
up.
I was gonna say one thing that I have learned to do is don't allow these people to upset you. They don't know American history. It's not theirs for them to learn it. And we can't expect them to know things that it's not really their business. That is family business. That's something we should know. And
I mean, we support black and brown sometimes. So
I
are we?
support no black.
Hold on,
I
hold on, hold on.
support
Just
black.
hold on. Just for example, why we can't believe the brown people that wrote the history that they seen when they came over here? Because today they would be considered brown people. Christopher Columbus, that's a brown person. He came over here,
Yeah,
wrote
for sure.
history, and said he seen black people that look like Ethiopians.
You right.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, there is documentation of them saying that there was black people here, but they're sitting here telling us that we wasn't. Like, it's documentation of it. If you go back and look through any of the old newspapers or anything like that, they said they called black people, black Americans, Indians.
Okay.
It's you could go back in and look and see it's documented. You could go to the library right now and pull up the little rolls that they have for the papers and stuff. It's all in there.
Yep.
They started reclassifying us to steal land. That's basically all it was. It was to take land. And I
Okay.
have never heard of
Okay,
an.
Flossie. Okay,
I'm sorry.
we gotta move on. It was
Yes, ma'am.
the Jeep turn. You already addressed the prompt anyway, Flossie. I'm gonna rotate you
I'll
down.
go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drop. Thank you for
Okay,
letting me speak.
you're welcome. So we can have space for the new people. We don't want the stage too crowded. All right, Jeep. Did you want to have a final say before we let you go?
Yes, ma'am. American history is American history. When I say America, the history of the Americas. When you talk about Christopher Columbus, he didn't land in the United States. He came to Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. And we all view that as American history because we're talking about North America, the Caribbean, Central America. This is America, not the United States of America, but we're talking about America. And there's no black history without the Caribbean, Central America, and South America, and the United States. That's all black history because we came off the transatlantic slave trade and we all went through very similar different things to get to where we are today. That's why we're the
When
most
did you
resilient
when did
people
you
in the
get
world.
when did you hold on? When did you get Black History in Panama? Black History. When did that
When
term
we
start
when we were
getting
born, the day we were born and brought
y'all
to the
start
island,
booming
the
that?
day we were
Okay.
brought to the island, it wasn't just America that were treated bad. You know, they had other black people in chains. Other black people were treated bad because of the color of their skin, because we're from Africa. It wasn't just in America, it was other places too,
So
man.
they didn't
Not just in
enslave
the
Okay.
the
United
indigenous
States.
black
All right,
people
thank you.
of the
There's no
island.
such thing as indigenous black people to America. Indigenous black people are like
Hold on.
Somalis.
Hey, can
Indigenous
I?
to the Horn of
What?
Africa. Indigenous
Yo,
black people are like
yo, can I talk
Nigerians.
something? Can I
Indigenous to
talk
the
something?
to the
Yeah,
west of
go ahead,
Africa.
Terry.
Bro, Deep, you say you live in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Texas.
Where
South
you at? Where
Dallas.
you?
I'm
Hold on.
surprised.
Hey. Black. Hold on. Where you at so I can rock your jaw?
Boy, it's
Oh,
my
you
city.
gotta
I'm
go.
no, like
I love TikTok shop. We
yeah,
do
yeah,
not support violence on this platform.
it
Okay.
don't it don't
And
get
I
that
love
close.
TikTok shop. I love TikTok shop.
It don't get that close, but ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing about us Somali.
No,
Cause
Something about us
I'm saying
African
that
people.
Somalians are indigenous to the Horn of Africa. They've been there for over hundreds of thousands
It's
of years.
open
It's been
panel.
documented.
so
Yeah,
it's been it been melanated people
like
indigenous to
Aboriginal in
every
Australia.
part of the world.
Yeah,
So
but
are
they ain't
we
black. Black
denying
is
that
sub-Saharan African in
the
their
dark?
ancestors.
Hold on, because you trying to make stuff exclusive to just sub-Saharan Africa. Like dark skin is not exclusive to
I
Africa.
know. You got
So
Indians,
are we
Aboriginals,
denying the dark
Filipinos.
skinned people that was here in America
Yeah,
that these conquistadors wrote down and said they see? They said they seen people that look like Ethiopians.
yeah,
Ethiopians are considered African, right? They
yeah.
consider black folks when they come over here. So why are they
Habesha
not
people.
black people now?
Habesha people, with a mix of Arab and stuff like that.
So why are these group of people that they said they
Just a
see
reminder, it's
over
open
is
panel.
not
Yeah,
black?
they reminded they were melanated people, but they're not the black people. They're not of
Hold
Do
on,
African
y'all mind if
hold
I
descent.
on.
ask a deeper
It was a
question real
And guess
quick?
degree of
what?
melanation. It's like
These
only the
people are
darkest degree
already
of
accounted
melanation.
for. These tribes and these dark skinned people are already accounted for. They're the
Hey,
Mexicans.
the Jeep, I
They're
got
the
a
They are
question
not
for you.
Mexican
Salvadorans,
is a new
Guatemalans.
term.
ignorance is
I got a
bliss.
question for the Jeep real quick.
It's not
Um,
us.
hey, Jeep, I got a question for you. I've been sitting here listening to you talk,
What's up,
right?
big brother?
Wait a minute.
And,
What you
and
mean it's not us? Just because it's not you. Don't sit here and
It's us.
speak for.
I
hold
said
on,
it's
Wait
not
a
America.
the
minute.
black
I
people.
I got
Yeah,
you,
he
listen.
more
America.
I
I'm
don't
about
care.
Mexican
to
than
I don't
all of
care about
us.
America.
nothing
I'm
you
about to shut
talking
down his
about.
whole argument right now.
You
America, let
But
me
he
land
more
my plane real
Mexican
quick.
than
Yeah.
all of
no.
us.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
Question, big
Don't
bro.
sit here. Don't sit
Um.
here and. I'm sorry, loves. You were saying
Uh.
something.
Yes, I want to
Yeah.
ask him a
Hold
question
on
real
one
quick.
second, Era.
Era want to say something real quick. But you go
Yeah.
ahead real
Oh,
quick. Go ahead, say what you gotta say, American, so Eric and him can have see he want to say something to him. Go ahead. Go ahead, Era.
My question is, you seem like you like history, even though it don't seem like you read a lot of books, right? You say we all come from Africa, so I got some homework for you, right? I want you to go on slavevoyage.org, right? And I want you to put in how many boats came from Africa to America or the islands, because I did see you say the islands, right? I want you to see how many boats came from America to America and the islands. And you don't even gotta do it. I'll stop you right now. It was one boat. So here's my question for you. You say we all African. How did they say millions and millions and millions of us? Since we all know that it's only one boat that came over here, how the fuck did millions and millions of Africans get on one boat and make it over
It
here?
was
Period.
not one boat. It was multiple boats.
Look it
It's
up.
all
No,
been
no, no.
documented.
I do not want your
Let me
emotions,
show the
sir.
sources.
Sir, I do not want your emotions. I just told you what to go look at. That's a business, sir. Slave owners got records, sir. You to go look up any other shits. Only one boat came from Africa to America, sir. So again, my question is to you: how the fuck did millions and millions of people get on one boat? And I do not want your emotions, sir. I want facts. And you to drop me right there because I'm tired of people saying that shit. Go look it up. Only one fucking boat came over here, sir. All of us ain't fucking African. And you to drop me on, Lonnie, because this shit is dumb.
Very
All right,
dumb.
thank you. Thank
Get your ass
you.
clean up and don't be comparing yourself to us if you a black Panamanian.
We are
He's
not the
technically
same.
more Mexican and Latino than us. So
You could look at him and see he looked like a damn, I don't know. His head shape is more
That's the
square. And his
problem. They're here. Look at that. Look at what he's trying to show.
Right,
That's
I
not
know
And you
factual.
can't show it while
he's
we
showing
on this
AI.
because the
Oh,
screen
he's
time
showing
is
AI.
full.
well he
Google
may as
AI.
well stop trying to show it because
Hey,
I'm
I
Hey,
ain't
looking
gonna
at your
show it.
oh,
You
facial
right.
structure
hold on. Let me.
and he ain't
The G.
us. You not even us.
Have you ever read a book like on
And
a
many
source?
books. I went to college for
Hold on.
4
Have you
years.
ever read a book that was created during the 1500s and 1600s or in the 1700s
But
about
I
America?
don't read pseudo information.
How's that
I
pseudo
read
information?
because I'm
That's
going
the
off of
hold
oral
on,
history from
cause
my ancestors
that's
who were actually
but how's that pseudo information when it's considered
okay. You
primary
can go off of
sources of the time? That's
somebody
what
and
scholars
my
use.
great
Scholars
granny.
use
I'm gonna
those
go off of
books as
oral
primary
history.
sources.
I'm gonna go off of oral history. Off
Our
of
oral
what
history.
my
Hold
granny
on,
granny
Black
told.
American
If
oral
your granny
history
tell
say
you
we
in
from
that,
her.
it's cool.
But our oral, well, I don't know about you, but my Black American oral history say I'm from her. I'm connected to different Native
Yeah.
American tribes that was disbanded, put back together, disbanded, put
And
back
my
together.
DNA
Like
test say I'm connected to Nigeria,
DNA don't go
Benin,
past 7 generations.
You look like
Senegal.
it. You look like them.
And the
And then
European
most of the so-called
and
African slaves
and
went
some
to South
Indians.
America
Right.
and
And then
into the
he's sitting up
Caribbean.
here
So of
talking
course
about we. So, what's
it
ain't
would
no
make
we.
sense.
Speak for yourself. You ain't
Right.
even
His
our people.
phenotypes. His
That,
phenotype is of an
Yeah,
African
he got
man.
like a square type
but that's
chin
Okay,
why I
and
said
y'all.
all
me
that
All right,
stuff.
well,
personally.
You
thank you for
definitely
Yeah,
are
coming
not
up,
our
don't
Gigi.
listen
people.
to
Talking
them. You're
about some
sexy.
Thank
we.
Don't
you.
listen to them.
Who is
Don't
we?
listen to them.
Okay, thank
Girl, get
you.
your
Don't listen to them.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, Monique, how you doing?
I'm brilliant. How are you all?
I'm fine. What's your
Yeah,
ethnicity?
I'm a Black American.
Oh, okay. Hey, did you want to address the prompt, or do you? It looks like we got people from other countries here, so I don't know. Or do you want to have your turn right now and address the prompt, or
Well,
what?
yeah, I came here to address it.
Okay.
My Black American experience has literally been lived experience. I'm 52, about to be 53 years old, and I don't understand like why that's not the primary answer. From familiar to familial to community to
Little
no,
bottles or you want me to try to
Go ahead,
to
Monique.
to the work experience, the school experience. I don't. That's Black America. We are a community based people, loving, caring, nurturing, accepting, and forgiving. And that's why I'm gonna forgive you for that disruption. Therefore, how you don't understand that, and we are who we are. Like I'm in Minnesota, and he's a Texan. You can't make me be a Texan. So you can't make me be an African. Understand? And I'll tell y'all what, genealogy is so important. Then when you do that, the bliss of ignorance is going to knock you down. It's going to knock you out. Because you'll find out you're not from nowhere but here. For the majority of us that are. You know what I'm saying? If you can trace your history back to pre-Emancipation Proclamation, which I have way back, you'll see what's going on. And it'll be a spiritual experience. That's why that ignorance is bliss. Until you come into the know, shut the front door. And I'll land my plane there.
That man ain't no Texan. He was just born here.
That man had a head like the Roblox. He was not our people.
He looked like a Haitian to me.
he
He
does look
looked
like a Haitian to me.
he something. He had a squared shaped face.
Caribbeans did try to go to Panama to work there, and that's how they got citizenship. So it makes sense, though. I was like, his
Okay.
little timeline makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry to black. Hey, Izza,
Hi.
how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
What's your ethnicity?
I'm from Puerto Rico.
Okay, would you like to address the prompt?
Sure. Um, so the question of what has shaped your view of Black Americans, it's been since we're little in Puerto Rico, we are taught United States history, and they've always taught us about like the um Black American history, like Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, all of that. In each of our English classes, we learn about that. But I thought that we were more connected to what I've seen lately. I thought that you guys, for some reason, felt like more connected to like the whole hemisphere. But it sounds like you guys are kind of like wanting to, have your own nationality, which it's your right. Um, but it's confusing when you want to, the nationality that you want to be called is Black. Because in our countries, Black means a color. Black can mean so many things. So that's the one thing that's confusing me lately. And then the one thing that I want you guys to be you know, educated on is that when we're on a census, we do not want to get your resources. Like many of you guys say that we want to kind of like steal your resources and like or I don't know what is it that you guys say. In the census, there's always a question that asks, are you Hispanic or Latino? And then if there is one section that said, are you Hispanic or Latino? And then if you say yes, then underneath you put your what? White, not native, mix of different like races. But I personally never put I'm just Black. I had to put I'm Hispanic, and then underneath I put I'm Black,
Wait a
native,
minute,
and white.
either real quick. I never heard a Black American try to say Puerto Ricans. What you say? You Puerto Rican, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm naive, but I don't ever recall Black Americans putting Puerto Rico in the black box.
Well,
Is that something?
Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
But I'm saying
So
we were
I'm
saying they was
complete.
black.
There were Black
No.
Puerto Ricans, yes. The indigenous people in Puerto
Who
Rico are
melanated?
Black.
Yeah, they were melanated.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like these Puerto Ricans like her. I never heard anybody say they was black.
Me
right.
either.
No,
She
they
should
they
be
Me
say
checking
too.
the other box.
yeah
Well,
they
she
say
No,
said
no,
they
no.
that
don't
she puts Puerto
I
they
made
say
Rican
they
sure
ain't
I
no
and
black.
Black.
put I make sure I put Hispanic because there's a section that said Hispanic or not. I always put yes, I'm Hispanic, and then underneath I put either multiple races or sometimes I put it like white, native, and Black. And I understand that you guys want us, the immigrants or whoever is coming from other countries, to kind of like make that distinction.
But what?
But I
Wait a
want
minute.
you,
I'm sorry. You're not an immigrant, aren't you? A part of the United States? What you call it? Puerto
Yeah,
Rico
she a
is a part.
territory.
That's what I'm
where
saying. Why are you saying that you're an immigrant? I don't get it. Oh
because I
well.
am. I'm not. I'm coming to a culture that's not like our territory.
You
It's
still
a
see a
state.
lot of them.
We're not a state.
Right. A
We're
lot of
a
them still
we're a
remember the
separate
time.
territory.
Hold on, yeah. A lot of them still remember the times when they wasn't connected to us. So they still, in some of their minds, still think they separate. You
Okay.
know what I
I mean,
mean?
just, they just can't vote for president. I mean, they somewhat like a state, but it's a diluted state. It's like they're a territory, and that's what
Oh,
a
Right.
so they don't
territory
have
is. It's a
rights. They can't vote.
no, they can't vote for president.
Unless
And
I'm
they
here,
ain't got no congressional representative or a person they send a senate
Because
like
it'll mess
Hawaii.
yeah.
up the even electoral votes and all that. Like it's even with 50 states, 51 to make it uneven.
Okay.
And
Thank you,
then
Tay Toy.
they don't truly understand the politics. They don't really be involved like that because they
Okay.
still look at themselves as something a separate entity. And
Right.
then I want to
No.
ask her like, well, what is the use of still checking or writing down black and white and all that other stuff when you have a box for yourself that say Hispanic slash Latino. That's what you are.
Because Hispanic is different. Hispanic is of a different, we are a different ethnicity than just white or native or black. So that distinction is done in the census. And I know a lot of you want us to make that distinction because it's not fair that you guys are, that people are putting black and then stealing resources and stuff like that. But there is a distinction already, and I want you guys to be aware of that because sometimes
Yeah, the
like that might
distinction is
be,
you being Hispanic, because Hispanic doesn't apply to any color. It's just
yeah.
whatever. You could be brown, yellow, you could be white looking. You're still Hispanic because it's based off of the region you come from, the language you speak, your culture. Like, that's why you're Hispanic.
Racially,
Yeah.
you are Hispanic, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Hispanic, so I always put I'm Hispanic, and then underneath then they
Yeah,
put the race,
I
and
think you're
that's where you make the
confused.
distinction.
No, it's white, black, and Native Americans, Pacific Islander, and then there's a subsection that says Hispanic or non-Hispanic. Correct?
No, first you have to put Hispanic or not. At least that's wherever I'm making paperwork. But I want you guys to know that because maybe that's what's making you guys upset the most is
No,
that maybe you
another
get.
thing is the anti-black American race, well, hatred. I love TikTok shop in the Hispanic community.
There's a lot of what?
Anti-black xenophobe. Well, I can't say xenophobic, but HAT.
Disdain.
Yeah, the same.
I am aware that it happens. I am aware of
It
that
happens a
it
lot,
happens.
a lot.
Yeah, and it sucks. But I'm starting to understand a little bit why you want to make a distinction between your nationality, which is American, between me and the me being Afro Puerto Rican, and then the guy before me Afro Panamanian. I understand. And I want you guys to know that in our, at least Puerto Ricans, we do say a lot about your movement. I know Alejandra Ocasio Cortez is one person that stands up for you guys.
We
And
don't
then
trust her. We don't
what's
trust
her
her.
name? Huh?
No,
We
she's
don't
not for
trust
our
that
people,
that
and it's
lady.
called delineating. What we're doing is called delineation. We're delineating from all of y'all.
Yeah. No, I understand, but I know that another thing that you guys like to hear is for whoever is here that's an immigrant to still advocate for you guys' rights and you guys'
No, we
situations.
want y'all to go home
Go
and
home,
build up your
yeah.
countries,
Oh,
so y'all don't have to
I
come
thought
over
in
here.
another life is the opposite. In the other life, they said that if you guys are here, then you need to speak up for you guys, or you need to go home. I thought that that's the
Yeah,
motto, or
if you hear, yeah, you better be an ally or not. Like, what's the use of you being here if you're not gonna try to help fight the diagram that we created to help you come in? We could have just left it the way it was and fought these people by ourselves like we've been doing. Cause bringing y'all here, y'all confused about how we practice racism in the dynamic of our legalese, which is understandable because it's a trick bag over here. We work out spells. It's a language, spelling. But that's why you confused of understanding Hispanic is your box and you don't have to add all these extras because they already know you a mixed breed something. That's why they gave y'all a box. They say, hey, we don't know what it is. It ain't black. It ain't white. It's a mix of a lot of things we don't want to understand or try to fight to understand. So go give it that, and they speak Spanglish. That's
So
how
are
they
they
looked at
giving
it.
birth certificates in Puerto Rico as well, since we're connected?
Yeah, yeah. Cause they
we have birth
citizens.
certificates. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, they
so go
citizens.
by,
They
so you
get
should go by
socials.
what your birth certificate says, right?
Well, the thing is, I like the money here. That's the only reason why I come here. It's
What
because
what
of the
what race
money.
does your birth certificate say when you born in Puerto Rico?
I'm
What does
Puerto
it label
Rican,
you as? No, what does it label
Spanish.
you as? Yeah,
Hispanic? But that's what,
Yeah.
girl, that's what you are.
Yeah, I am, but I also am different races together. And
That's
that's
what
what they
Hispanic
make.
is, a different races put together that speak a Latinized language. Y'all can
Mm-hmm.
speak English, but it's to us it's gonna be considered Spanglish, because of the accent. White people and black people go. Soon as we look and hear you, we gonna identify you as some type of Spanish descent. So that's why we gave y'all the Hispanic box. Even if you black looking, presenting, you come over here speaking Spanglish or got a little accent, yeah, we know that you're either Caribbean, which is supposed to legally be Hispanic or Latino too. That like we got y'all a box. We making sure y'all
Yeah. Just
represented
please stop pencil
properly.
whipping. Yeah, stop pencil whipping that box. That's identity theft. Be who you
What's
are.
pencil whipping? What is that?
Pencil whipping is when you check the wrong box, knowing you are who you are. If you
Oh
Hispanic,
yeah, as
check
long as
Hispanic.
Hispanic is there, as long as Hispanic is there, I always put Hispanic. But I want you guys to know that at least in Puerto Rico, like from Puerto Rico, we have a lot of advocates in the government speaking for your rights, even though we are not the same. We have a judge in the Supreme Court. Her name is what's her name? I forgot her name. She's Puerto Rican and she is a big advocate. So I just want you guys to know that yes, there's a lot of racist areas in the hemisphere, but at least Puerto Rico, we try our best to kind of like speak for your rights.
We don't need help with that. I don't even know why they put immigrants in our system. Immigrants should not
Okay,
hold
so do you
seats in
need
our
help or
system.
not? Because in other lives, they're like, you guys need to help us. And then now you're saying you don't.
What do we need
So,
help with?
What can you
okay,
help
so
us
you,
with?
okay, so do you guys need help or not?
No, we don't need help. We
We don't
Okay,
need
need your
y'all to
help.
get
gotcha.
out our
Gotcha.
business.
Okay.
We
Gotcha.
need
I'll
y'all to
stay out
do
of your business. Okay.
Please, thank you.
Gotcha.
be against us. That's all we asking. Stay in your little corner, mind your business, and let us fight YT people by
Yeah,
ourselves.
stay in your lane, ma'am. In Puerto Rico. Well, she say she in America. Stay in your lane.
Just shop
Because
She's
black.
American.
right. But when the help that she's talking about is not going to just benefit us. It's going to benefit the whole. It's going to benefit everybody. So no, we don't need her help.
Hey, how you doing, Dazzle?
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. What's your ethnicity, Dazzle?
I'm African.
Okay, from what country, Dazzle?
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Okay, would you like to address the prompt?
Uh, I mean, sure. I mean,
Okay.
like,
You see it?
uh, sorry.
Do you see it?
Yeah, what has shaped your views on Black Americans?
Yes.
Um, to be honest with you, it's mostly just the N word. Growing up, I didn't hear that. Like, we don't hear that. And even if you said that back home, it didn't really matter to anybody. The white man could come back there and call us the N word all they want. It don't mean nothing. So I remember when I moved here, because first of all, my dad lived here. He left America in the 70s, but he brought his siblings here and they stayed. So technically, my cousins are Black Americans because they were born and raised here. And I've lived here for going on almost 15 years now, and I'm a U.S. citizen. But because my background is I'm African, I'm Cameroonian, and all that, so I get to understand. Like, luckily, unfortunately for me, um, growing up, me and my dad, we would always argue about American politics because, again, America puts its foot everywhere it goes, right? So I understood, at least to a certain degree, how the U.S. system operated, at least the political system. But before I moved here, I remember my grandma, because my grandma would come here in the early 2000s to visit, family here, her kids, and all that. So before I moved here, I remember she told me my grandma didn't warn me about Black Americans. I specifically remember her telling me, she's dead now. She said, "Please be careful."
Unalived, I love TikTok shop. Go ahead.
Sorry, unalive. Yeah, she's anyway, she's gone. So she said, just be careful with the YT people. I didn't understand it. at the time. I remember looking at her funny. I'm like, what you mean? Because again, remember when the white tea people come to Africa, like they don't get ostracized. You know, a lot of times they get treated like royalty, if you will, right? So, and again, my encounters with like the white tea people wasn't that like I didn't have like that exposure. I mean, obviously, I've seen them a few times, but whatever. So that was my mentality coming here. And again, before moving to the States, I lived in China for almost 2 years. So, but the point I'm trying to make is this: I didn't have any kind of exposure, if you will, to like the Black American culture. So I remember one day I was at a karaoke bar. You know, I was chilling with my friend, this black dude, I guess. He does something with the NBA or whatever. So there was this whitey lady. She came and you meet people randomly at the bars or whatever. So she talking to me, and then she starts saying the N word. So to me, like I said, growing up, it didn't really mean much. So she was saying it. I don't know. So my friend, who is Black American, he looked at me and he told me, because when this white tea lady was talking to me, she was using the N word, and I was brushing it off because to me again it didn't mean nothing right at the time, and this was back in 2017 or something like that, whatever. So um, she said it once and said it twice. So my friend heard it, and he turned and he looked at me, and I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Can you tell her to stop saying that?" I'm like, "Saying what?" "Tell her to stop using the N word." And I was like, "Why? What's wrong with that?" And he's like, "Bro, just tell her to stop saying the N word." I was like, um, I honestly, I just shocked. I'm like, why is he overreacting? That was my initial reaction. I was like, what? So I didn't tell her. So she said it again, and then my dude tapped me again. He's like, bro, tell her to stop saying the N word, or something bad is gonna happen. So that's when I was like, oh, okay, this shit is kind of serious. So and then I turned and I said, when you talk, can you stop saying the N word? And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I guess don't say that shit. So, but in my mind, I still didn't really like get it. But then we never had a conversation about it. So, but then I started like, I guess, digging more into the
Okay,
history.
land your plane.
Sorry, I'm talking too much into the history of it, and that's when I dug deeper, and I was like, yeah, this word it's what is it called? It's violence basically. So moving forward, that's how I started understanding the black community better. And just try to make sure that I stand up for my black people at the end of the day, and knowing what their struggles are. I know that we have different like backgrounds and
Okay, you
stuff,
gotta
but at the
land your
same time,
plane. Hold on. Let's see if
but
anybody
but
got a
but
rebuttal. Yeah, hold
but at
on.
the same
I know you.
but
I
at,
gotta put a period in it for you, honey. It's been 4 minutes.
I got a rebuttal.
Okay, Era,
I don't have a rebuttal, but I just got a point of clarification.
go ahead, real quick, Monique.
Okay, sorry, sweetheart. I know you don't mean anything by it, but we do not belong to you, so please stop saying my black people.
All right, go ahead, Era. Oh,
All
I'm
right, yeah,
sorry. Dad.
I just came up because I got confused, right?
Love World, please let me know when I can speak.
Yep, you
Oh, you
right
go first.
after. No, no, no. Dazzle, and as soon as they done with his rebuttals, it's your full turn, Ethio.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead, Era.
I just came up because I was confused, right? I heard him say he was from over there, but he had black cousins over here, right? So my question is, how the hell I can't speak for all Black Americans because we're not a monolith, but for me, this is why I got problems with people like this and on the internet, because you claim to have Black Americans, but yet you don't know what the N word means until one of your friends had to explain this shit to you. That shit makes us look inside us. We definitely not your cousins. We definitely not the same. Because for one, if we was the same, none of your friends would have had to tell you what the fuck the word ignorant means. You would have been know what it means, and you would have never allowed no white tea people to say that shit around you. But I let my plane there because I'm not gonna.
am I
Yeah.
allowed to respond?
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
go ahead, Dazzle.
So here, two things. I'm not looking for approval from anybody, right? I'm not here looking seeking acceptance for the black community. Like I said, I got Black Americans in my family. All right, I'm not here to prove something to anybody. I'm just telling my experience. And to answer your point, era, I knew what the N word was. I just didn't know how deep it meant. There's a difference. Like I said, when you said the N word back home, they don't say that back home. If you said it, someone will look at you and laugh at you. It's like, okay, is this supposed to be insulting? Because it's not. But then I had to like take a step back and say, okay, you know what? Even though this N word doesn't affect me as much, let me see how it affects these people that look like me. Because to be honest with you, even when I get pulled over by the cops,
What you mean?
seven out.
Let you see how it affects. How you going? That sound? Did you set that up or something?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
You said, "Let me see how it affects these people." Did you set
No,
that incident up or something?
the people that look like me, the people that were born here and look like me. Because again, I was gonna go to the point of like the police. When I get pulled over by the police, they don't see
Okay,
African. They don't.
hold on. The black, go ahead, so we can move on.
Yeah, I just find it funny. He was about to go straight back to the only thing they can relate to us is the popos and being pulled over. Other than that, they don't relate to the
And
scholarships or
an
the
N word.
the N word, which he like he said he doesn't have any connection to it. Cause it didn't mean anything to him until we had to. Some Black Americans had to explain to him. So it just proved the point that hey, we understand we are different people. Your history is not our history, so we don't look at things the same way. And it kind of like boggles my mind how y'all keep on pushing the wheat, and that's why we're separating and saying it's okay to be yourself and be proud of where you from and who you are. And if you come over, either be an ally or just stay home, because you're going to get these hands too. Because you're working within a diagram of YT supremacy and becoming a tool. And we breaking all toys in them. So if you feel
Um,
any hostility or feel
Love,
like
can you
you're
please
not
let me
being accepted,
respond? I
Huh?
can't stay here forever. Can you
you
please let me respond, like, please?
uh,
I just don't want to be here
hold on.
Oh,
forever.
This
they
this is
Please.
a
catching up. Hold on, we gonna get to you. Hold on, Monique. We gonna get to you real quick. Go ahead, the
yeah.
black. You wanna
Uh,
finish on up so we
I'm
can
gonna
get to
finish.
Monique.
Yeah, I'm
She
gonna
got
finish
a
real quick.
burning desire, y'all.
I see. It like I ain't gonna even ask my question. I'll leave it alone. But the case in point where I was trying to explain with the little arrow dude who with the little white anime thing that he had, like a lot of these first generations and African immigrants, they sound when you listen to their accents or their voice inflections, they sound similar to our sassy rainbow class. Shout out to all them, know what I'm saying, that's very educated. But when you listen to the voice inflection, that's how you understand and you can separate them, because they cosplay all of us.
Okay.
this is
All
almost
right.
funny.
All right. Hold on. So hold. You gonna have to go ahead. 1 minute, and then Etho. He got 1 minute. Ethio, and we gonna
Okay,
get to
I'm
you.
gonna
Go
give him
ahead.
1 minute, sis. Like, cause I can't. Like,
Okay. Well, if you gotta go that bad, Ethio, you can go ahead and go.
I mean, I'll wait. I'll wait for
Okay.
him.
Well, all right. Come on
I'll
now.
wait.
Go ahead, Dazzle.
No, I'm gonna be brief. Like I'm not seeking approval from anybody. I could care less if the black people accept me into the community. I can just look at what is right and what is just. That's simply what this is. I'm not looking to integrate into the black community. I'm proud of where I'm from. I know exactly where I'm from, and I am proud to be from where I'm from. Okay, the fact that I can appreciate black culture just as much as a lot of black Americans go to Africa, dress up like us, and we treat them like royalty. It's the same way they appreciate our culture when they come there. It's the same way as me living here, I appreciate the black culture and the black community. So when you look at that and say, "Oh, I'm trying to integrate, I'm trying to be accepted," no, I don't care to be accepted by the Black American community. What I seek every time, and especially being a nurse at work, when I take care of my black patients, I see what the system does.
All right. Thank you so much, Dazzle. We got to get to Ethio. Ethio Queen, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Ethiopian. You know I'm
Okay.
Ethiopian. You know I'm East
Well, you
African.
ain't been here in a long time. I forgot. Uh,
Hi, I know.
you want to
And
address the
East.
prompt?
I'm sorry, sis. What'd you
You want
say?
to address the prompt?
Sure, I would. Yeah, I'll definitely address the prompt, but I also have to respond
Okay, but
to.
first address the response. I
Yeah.
mean, first
What
address the
has shaped?
prompt.
Sure, I will.
Okay.
Okay, so
Who
what
who
has
you trying to
shaped your
respond
view?
to?
Right,
What
who you
what
getting
other?
And
smart?
you see, this is like who I want to.
Hold on, who you getting smart with? Don't be talking to her like that.
She's not talking to me.
I'm trying to
Oh,
understand, like, if she trying to respond,
But I
You
want
guys
her
it
to
won't
was
let me
address.
Dazzle's
speak.
Hold
turn.
on, y'all. I want her to address the prompt, and then she gonna respond to whoever she responding to. I'm sure from what I remember of her. Buckle up, y'all. I
You
don't know
know
how
I'm
this
gonna
one goes.
respond.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Okay. Okay,
Ethiel.
great. So now, because this is your panel, of course, I will respond to your prompt. Your question is, what has shaped your view of Black Americans, right? One question for every community. Is that not what you're asking us?
Correct. Just you just what shaped yours, your personal view.
Let me tell you what has shaped mine. It comes with more than just one ideology, right? Right? Something that I don't want to even accept because it's like it's not acceptable in many ways, shapes, or forms, right? But yeah, here we are, right? And yeah, I already have a view of what Black Americans consist of at this point because you guys are like, honestly, it's not even about you, love. Let me just like ignore, like, let me put you outside of this whole thing, right? FBAs and the way they want to talk about Africans, like, yeah, of course I have an ideology when it comes to people like you. Of course I put you in a certain category. Of course I look at you a certain way. Just like you guys look down on us, right? Because you think you can look down on Africans. Like, I don't know who told you that. And I don't know who, yeah, but I do. It's the white tea and the people that succumb that shit into you. Yeah, go ahead. You have no idea who we are as a Black community, as Black people, as Africans. You don't know. But if you want to be upset about who we are, then great. We can do that. And then also, I wanted to respond to the Black, right? The Black, the Black. You have no accountability. What accountability? I am taking accountability. I'm telling you that you guys don't mean anything, like at all, depending on what you say. And the Black, what you're saying makes no sense. Like, I could rebuttal all that and like give you evidence and debunk you in like 2 seconds. All of you. All of you. You have no idea what the hell is going on within our community. And here you are wanting to speak over us and telling us we're this and that and putting us into a category. We put you into a category a long time ago. Blame your white tea ancestors for that. That has nothing to do with us. Yeah, talk to them about it. Talk to your 401k plan. Talk to them. It has nothing to do with us. They built this for you. And now here we are arguing about the stupidity. But you know what? We're going to continue to argue.
I have a rebuttal.
Okay, yep. Threads. Wait a minute. First, she singled out the Black. So, and then Threads and Monique they rebuttal, but she singled out the Black. Black. Did you want to rebut or defend yourself?
I mean, she didn't. She said she can debunk some stuff, but not didn't debunk nothing that I said. I mean, I don't want to entertain this big head lady.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Thread.
Thank you. So, Ethio, you sound very, very angry. And the reality of the situation is that the only thing that you really need to know about Black American people and what should be shaping your view of our community is the fact that we are the only reason that you can set foot in the United States and prosper and have equal access to resources and then stay here as long as you have been. Let me speak. And then second of all, let me speak. Second of all, you can be angry. The reality of the situation is you cannot immigrate into an ethnicity. You cannot, for everybody on this panel who
Okay,
keeps
but you
coming
don't
up here
you don't even
talking about what you want to say and what you want to do and who can't tell you, you cannot immigrate into an ethnic group. You have to be born into it. You
why are
don't have
you
a choice. If I go to Ethiopia today and love down your clothes and your food and your people, I cannot say I am ethnically Ethiopian. I can't immigrate into your tribes. Stop it. You're angry and you're behaving like children, and it's foolish. And it's just never going to happen. Stop. That's all I want to say. Stop.
Okay, Ethio, you can respond.
I just kind of like I get it. She said that I'm passionate about what I'm going through, but obviously she's very passionate as well. She's screaming over non-existence. I get that. You have no sense of existence. I get that. When that happens, people feel a certain type of way, right? I don't have any idea. I cannot listen, I cannot relate to that. I can never. Because not only am I Ethiopian, okay? Listen to me. I'm Semitic, I'm Hamite. I come from thousands of generations of wealth, okay? I come from Bibles. Okay, wait. I come from Bibles that you don't even have any idea about. Like, you don't know what the book of Enoch consists of. You don't know what the book of Nephilims, the book of Giants consists of. I come from something. So you yelling, I don't know why you decided to yell. It did not do you right. Like, and I'm
We
done.
know
I'm just
y'all.
waiting
We
for
know
this.
y'all.
I'm just
You
waiting for
too.
this
Yeah,
to get
you too
down to one.
black. You too
Hold on,
black.
y'all. Let her
Wait a
land her
minute.
plane. Wait, hold on. Let her land her plane. We got Monique. Hold on. American, you had a rebuttal for her? Hold
Yes,
on.
I do.
Okay, and you, Ethio, hold on. You're going to get the final say after everybody rebuttal, after each person. So just hold on. Stay on mic until they get their time. Come on. Go ahead, American.
Um, Listen here, you big head lady. I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about we are non-existent. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be over here. You wouldn't be over here selling resources, stealing money from the government, scamming, being living trashy and filthy and dirty. We wouldn't be over here kicking you out either if we were non-existent. And secondly, we have a history as well. We have a history of kick and tail. Would you like to find out? Third of all,
Wait, did she
third of
ask
all,
me a question? No, you are
no, no,
non-existent.
no.
You
I done
are.
listened to you already, peanut brain.
You're
We don't
non-existent.
listen to you. We don't listen to you already. I'm not getting restricted either. What I'm gonna do is tell you
Stay on
about
mic
yourself.
and you going to have we're going to go to your next rebuttal. Just
I
let
don't.
American land. Go ahead,
I
American.
don't know what toilet water you just was licking out of the toilet, drinking toilet water or something because you're delusional and
Yeah,
something's
your
really
toilet
wrong with you.
water. Yeah, your
And
toilet
something's
water.
really wrong with you. Something just like the toilet water y'all swimming in over in Africa. I don't know what's wrong with you for you to sit here and
The
say
water
we don't
that your
have
white
history. Hold on now, little girl. We don't have history. We have, or obviously, is good enough for you to be over here, isn't it? So
right,
watch your
your
mouth.
white,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
your
go.
whitey brothers. Yeah, your white,
Yeah, and I'm gonna get with my white
yeah,
tea
your
family and kick
whitey.
Okay,
your
Yeah,
ass.
y'all.
don't play with me,
Okay,
Go let her
girl.
y'all.
Don't play
respond.
with
Yep.
Come
me.
on, come
Let her
on,
respond.
come on, y'all.
Don't take it up with me, sis. Don't take it up with me. Take it up
Okay,
with
Ain't
them.
no sis. I'm
okay.
white, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
go
whatever,
respond.
girl.
Ain't no
Take it up
sis.
with them. Don't take
Go
it
let
up
her
with
respond,
me.
America.
Don't take it up with me. Take it up with them. Yeah.
Oh, this your minute.
I said what I said. It's not
This
my fault if she
okay.
feels
Don't come out.
inferior.
Don't come off mic when the
It's
next
I'm
person is
not.
finished.
Inferior.
It's not my fault. You feel inferior? Take it up with
Inferior.
your people. Take it up with your
Oh,
people. If
wait a
you feel
minute.
inferior,
Girl, shut up.
Javo, hold on. We're gonna go
Inferior with
slow
who you
down.
Let her make it,
feel
Neanderthal.
America. Let her
We
make it,
gonna go
America.
shut up.
down.
It's not gonna help.
It
Shut up
ain't
does
gonna
not.
work, the
Hold on, you
black.
got it.
It,
You got it.
it
Let
ain't
her
gonna
go.
work. Go ahead.
Inferior with you need. And listen here, y'all incest babies. You
And
something
you
is
too.
seriously
You
no. Wait a
too.
minute.
You
Something is
too. You too.
seriously
Take it
wrong
up
with
with
y'all.
your fucking
Dog
family.
face monkeys
You
coming
too,
over
girl.
here trying to tell us that we don't have a history.
Well, we still
We
will.
guess what
Why
our
are you in a
history is?
country that
Eating
doesn't
people
have
alive.
history?
As far as kicking you out of this country and getting what we
You
need to
can. You
make
have no
sure
Why
we
are
have out
you
of
authority.
in
You
here.
a
have no
Don't
And
push
you
country
damn
that
nobody.
right,
Let
we
doesn't
her
gonna
have
get it
team
out.
up.
history?
We gonna team up with
Don't
our
you
white tea family, and we gonna make sure you get your ass up out of here, you dog mouth monkey.
Yeah,
I,
nah. Not today.
I
Not
do
today,
believe,
you won't.
like she said, we don't know about the books of Nephilim and the book of Enoch. I do believe they are all these people, the
And they
Hamite
was their
Semitic,
ass.
because they are the people
They
of
was your
Yakub. They the
asses.
big head scientists. That's why they head are
Exactly.
still large and they still kind of in charge of these white folks. Because y'all open the doors to making these folks, you big
If you
head
are so
folks.
proud of your history and we have none, then go and be in it, sit in it, claim your ethnic background, claim your culture. Stop coming to live amongst us while simultaneously telling us that we're no one and we have nothing. You're lying, because if we
So,
had nothing, you wouldn't be here.
so
And I'm screaming because
Candy Applehead
it's
ass.
infuriating.
Ethio, you can respond. Y'all don't mute nobody mics. It's showdown. Go ahead, Ethio, if you want to unmute.
Go ahead. Yakubala.
Ya bibi, ya cuckoo.
Okay.
She left, but I mean, every one of them that come up here with their talking those white tees supremacy talking points, they start off with you people. You know you're about to hear that BS. Every single
I
talking point she gave.
knew. Oh, she got mad. I knew she was about to get ready to get disrespectful. I already knew. We are not new
Uh-huh.
to this.
Okay, Monique, thank
Exactly.
you for coming up.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
was just
bring
about to
some.
ask you to drop me. Thank you,
Okay.
much love, and I'll be in the comments.
All right, thank you, Monique.
Peace.
Yeah, we got some doozies, y'all, coming up here.
Talking about we're non-existent. Like, girl, if we were non-existent, you wouldn't be all up in our face talking to us with your hot breath ass on this good Monday. You mean?
What's up? Let me end the showtime.
I just find it hilarious these big head folks come over here saying all these outrageous things about our history. When all of them say that they get taught our history before their own little history. So these folks just running out the stories that they learn from these YT folks that's teaching them in these books. They don't know no true history. They barely know their own.
Okay, so we have Remy and Gus. The rest we got Threads, she by ethnic, but the rest of y'all is Black Americans. Did y'all want to go for y'all turn? Cause y'all been here before, Remy and Gus.
I'll go whenever you tell me it's my turn.
Doctor and New and Era.
Lady, go ahead.
Okay, all right, Remy.
Yeah, you can let her go.
Okay, Remy.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, how you doing? What's your ethnicity again?
Me, I'm Muzigaba.
Where that's at?
From Rwanda.
Rwanda. I keep forgetting. Yeah, Rwanda. My
Yeah.
bad, Remy.
It's
You
not
wanna?
very memorable. It's a tiny country, so
No, I know
nobody
all
ever
about
remembers
Rwanda.
it.
I should be able. I should remember Rwanda.
For the
So,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
most
one
people
question.
remember it for the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, one question, Remy. One question. What has shaped your view of Black Americans?
Living with them. Ever since I moved out here in America, I've only lived around Black people. Plus, growing up in a country where I was only surrounded by Black people, right? I don't feel comfortable in a sea or like in a majority room of white people or a majority city. So I got lucky when I came here for college. I lived in the Bronx, and that's where I spent the first 4 years of my life in America. I mean, my neighbors are Black, my friends are Black. I only interact with white people mostly like at work, outside. So yeah, that's my proximity and my friendship with them is how I know about them. Oh, damn, that's a lot of time. I mean, outside of also like learning for myself, right? There's things you learn. There's research you do to self-educate. There's things you learn in school as well,
Your
but you
background
don't really
loud,
know.
Remy.
Like you can never really know until. Oh, my bad. I'm somewhere. I'm about to watch the game, but it should be better. But yeah, like I was gonna say, you can learn a lot with research, reading books, through media, all that stuff. But you really don't know until you live amongst people. until you really see what it's like, what they think like, what they think, what they feel about certain things. That's when, like, when you get explanations for things, when you ask them questions about things, that's when you get the real. Like, you can only really learn limited things through theory, right? Like sitting down and reading or hearing about things is not the same thing as actually experiencing it, experiencing the culture and the people.
All right, thank you, Remy. Anybody have any rebuttals or anything to say to Remy?
I would like to say something.
Go ahead, doctor.
My thing, Remy, when I hear Africans talk, and they try to talk so eloquently about their history and about their background, and I thought you guys had read American history. I thought you guys understood some of the American history. So it's very difficult for me to argue with people that do not know their history. And I asked, an African one time, because it's very important in history, who was the first attorney to litigate in federal court in 1844? You know who that is?
No, I don't.
Okay. His name is Macon Boiling Allen. I think you should, just write his name down and take a look. Because I'm hearing Africans say that we have nothing. We just came here to America and we were just building like, slaves, just building concrete and just doing a whole bunch of labor. You guys say nothing about the curriculum and Ivy League universities, Harvard, Yale, and Princeton. You guys never talk about the science, the math, I said the academics, the medicine, the technology, the engineering. All I hear y'all say is slave, 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 slave. So, it's very difficult for me. I don't know about others because, when I do tell the Africans the truth or the strength of our history over their history, then they start saying, oh yeah, you're an old man, you're in a nursing home, you poor, you live on welfare. They start throwing personal attacks. I just find it disingenuous that you don't know the history and you're talking too much. That's why I get angry with Africans. You act like you're smart, you act like you know everything, you try to gaslight your history, which is not as y'all keep saying it is, because you're repeating something happened 14,000 years ago. Nobody can really frame that. But I'm saying, my thing is for y'all to come here and try to dispensate the American black man, black woman, or whatever, indigenous natives or whatever, to come here and tell us who we are, what's going on here and all the problems here, when you do not know the history. I just think that's where I get off the boat. I just don't like, people saying things that they don't even know what they're talking about.
So, a quick response to some of what you're saying. Well, first of all, it is true. Some people have a dumb image of what they think a black person in America is, right? They think it's somebody who's sagging their pants and pew-pewing their GUN sideways and all that stuff. Yeah, ignorance happens. And there's a big part of Africa that still doesn't have access to education, let alone the education we get where it's limited, right? Like when we learned history about my country, it was very detailed because that's where I'm from. When we learn history about America, it's more like highlights, right? That's probably why you hear a lot of people bring up slavery, because they probably don't know much outside of that. If you want to know more, like I said, you got to do some research outside. You got to be able to at least be lucky enough to have a neighbor that is Black American if you don't live in America, right? So that's not something everybody can access, but some people are also just xenophobic, Afrophobic, anti-Black, and that's just how they are. Outside of that, I think that to frame it as it's every African because that's your experience, I feel like that's where we disconnect, because a lot of people have very limited understanding of Black Americans, so they generalize them. And then a lot of people like you have a small understanding of a group of Africans and you generalize them. That doesn't help anybody.
All right, thank you for coming up, Remy. You can come back up anytime. Let's see. Let's see here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Hold
That's my.
on. Yeah.
Hi, love.
Hey, Gus, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's
So,
good.
be- yeah, before I address the poem, I got a question for
Can
T
you
Black.
share your ethnicity again, real quick?
I'm an African, I'm a Liberian, I'm black.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
So, I got a question for Black before it just
Wait.
slipped my
First,
mind.
can
Can I
you
ask?
answer the? First, can you answer the prompt? You know, I like people to answer my prompt first. Then you can get into
Right.
your spiel.
Oh, so you said what shaped my view on Black American? So, love, for me personally, because as I always say on your platform, where I'm from, I get any feedback. I get any feedback, love. Love, are we okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I will get any feedback. Okay. So I'm a miracle Liberian. So those people, those black people that went to develop and build Liberia, those I would call them Uncle Tom. They took everything from America. So I grew up in that environment. And when I moved to America, I saw almost everything that I saw my grandparents then doing. That mentality that they took from the white man, that they took from this land called America. That's what they did. I mean, I grew up seeing them doing that. So when I moved to the States, I saw similar thing. So it changed my perspective on Black American when it comes to that. And even up to today's date is that mentality of
Thank you.
the
Go ahead until
yeah.
whatever. You got a minute or something.
So T Black, I listen to you all the time. You say you invented almost everything, technology and whatever, almost everything you have invented that. But if I walk in your house right now, I would see the refrigerator that you use. Probably it was built in Asia. Your phone that you on right now, probably it was built in Asia. It's an Android, Apple, whatever. So everything that you invented, are you getting paid? Because I haven't seen any black owned made when it comes to technology. Because the app that we all on TikTok, I don't think it's a black owned made or developer. So all this everything that you always claim that you developed, or you made, you did, are you getting paid, or you franchise it to the Asian people? Are you getting paid from that? Everything you develop, are you getting paid as a black man in America from everything you develop, or as a black person? That's my question to you.
That's not the purpose. The purpose is making sure the people who create this intellectual property is paid properly. It's not for the everybody in the black community to just get a check based off of a black person creating some technology or creating inventing something. It's about that person who made the intellectual property, like the man who made the super soaker. It took him years of litigations, so now his family is receiving, you know what I'm saying, any percentage of anybody that makes a super soaker, a version of a super soaker. That's what real, you know what I'm saying, ownership and justice looks like. Like, you can never truly own anything once you put it into the public, because once you register your patent, somebody can look up that patent and add some different changes, modify it, and make their own version. So at the end of the day, well, we're just trying to name who actually created these, and that being more said out there. I care less about all that extra shit you talking about. But I do
But G
have a
Black,
question for you.
if that's the case, then why you claim? Because if you talk about property right, all that, you're not benefiting from what you developed or what you invented. You're not benefiting anything. That's what I'm saying. Every black house you go to now, you will see one item that was developed by, I mean, that was made by a black person. Everything is from other country. The Mercedes you ride, the laptop you use, everything. But you claim it was invented by you all the time. So what's the
Never said
relevant
it's
you
been about
claim?
me. I represent
You said
the.
no for
No,
black people.
I let it be known the black person who created and thought of it the first. That's how we doing. We acknowledging people who are
So what's
creators.
the
Right.
relevant?
We just
What's the relevant?
acknowledging our inventors. Okay, Gus. Is that anybody else have the rebuttal for Gus? We acknowledging our inventors.
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I got one after
This is
Malcolm.
what this
Actually,
is what
You
I
got a
talk
you got a
about.
I have a
rebuttal.
rebuttal.
Hold
This is
on.
what I talk about when I
Okay.
say these Africans talking from emotions. They're talking from the top of their head. They're ignorant. Gus, everything you touch technologically is American BLK. Black Americans have done it. Technology is not kept to one person. If I design something right now for cars, I want it just in my car. I want it in just my country. No, it's spread all over the world. All the technology that you find in China, Japan, Korea, it's American black technology. All right. All the technology you find in Europe, it started with American black technology. This is what I'm saying when I say people talk from their emotions and don't know history. When you trace any kind of technology, the only reason everybody can go to the moon because of the lady that passed, I think, last year or something. She had a mathematical technological system to help the
Okay,
astronauts
land
go
your
to the
plane,
moon.
y'all.
Everybody used that technology to go to the moon for astronauts. Should she kept it here only in America? No, everybody use it. Does it mean it doesn't belong to her? No, it's her technology. She
Okay.
got the historical representation for
All
it.
right.
That's all I'm saying. Thank
I
you.
do have a
All
question
right.
for
Go
Gus.
ahead, the black.
Yeah, Gus, cause I remember you on a recent live. You said that you run an IT business and you you don't have a degree or you never went to a university or college. You went through a think tank. So how are you qualified within the American system if you don't have a degree or any type of certification proving that you are certified in IT?
Okay, D Black, you don't have to, because being a technician and being an administrator are two different things. So I being an administrator of my business, I don't technically have to be a technician. I administer. So those are two different professions. Being a minister and being a technician are two different things. Me being a administrator, I have the ability to hire technician that would get my work done, and that's what I do. I just manage my business, more like the managerial role. But however, I also have a certificate in IT because I had to do some courses to get my business running. But me being a manager, I don't have to be a technician. I don't have to have all the IT degree to have an IT company. Just so you know,
So what kind of business do you run?
I run an IT business. I
What kind
told you
of
that.
IT business? There's multiple IT businesses.
We do data communication.
Just, just, just say you got your little troll form going on. It's
Yeah,
cool.
we built in. I mean, we build closet. Listen, now we build closet. We install APs. We do a lot of things. We do security, all that.
So you basically just scamming. But you still haven't explained, like, okay, you did a little computer
You
certificate
still.
class. Because, like, y'all be saying y'all more educated than us, but like you said, you never went to a university or college.
I just educated
You
you.
went
I
through
said
a
I'm a
think
manager.
tank. You went through a think tank. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
think tank.
And
Okay,
Yeah,
think
y'all.
tanks are usually made to make make things to covert and infiltrate many, you know what I'm saying, grassroots movements. You know,
All right,
that's what
y'all. We
most of the
gotta.
think tanks do.
Okay, y'all. We gotta
that's not
hold
relevant.
on, Gus. Y'all had y'all back and forth. I'm sure you're gonna be around the bush somewhere waiting for another opportunity at the black. So just hold tight. Etho, you had the rebuttal.
Not necessarily a rebuttal, but I just want to say something, right? And I want to talk to my African brother right here. And it's just like honestly, it's the what he says, right? And it's the way you conduct yourself, like the way you are speaking. Like they don't trust you. Nobody trusts you. They put you in a certain category because of the way you carry yourself. African brother, you have to know how to speak to them. And it's like you're not going to speak to anybody in any way or shape or form, but you know how to carry yourself. Like, the black was like, well, what do you know about this? Like, he literally, like, made him squirm. Because he can. Like, why would you allow him to make you feel like that, Gus? Like, that's crazy. Just know who you are. Understand? No. Okay, you can. I want
Yeah,
a
my
response
sister.
from you. But he literally made you
Yeah,
look like insane. He did. Like, why are you gonna allow this person? Listen, I'm your sister. Why are you gonna let this
yeah, I
random
know.
man make you look like this? What?
So my Ethiopian sister, I
We don't
respect
trust you
that, and
anyway.
And I said what I said. You are random. Be quiet. Go ahead, Gus.
my Ethiopian sister, I respect that, and
Hold
yes,
on, y'all.
I take your
That's my
advice.
mod. You
I
can't
take
talk to him like that. Go
But
ahead,
I
y'all.
did,
I take
Queen.
your
Forgive
I
me.
take your
I did.
advice.
Don't
I
talk to him
I
like
take
that.
your advice, my
I'm
Ethiopian
sorry.
sister.
Go ahead, Gus.
I was just trying to educate anti-black because he doesn't know the difference between a technician and administrator. So I just trying to educate him. But I take your advice, my Ethiopian sister. I take your advice.
It's okay. It's okay. It's alright.
And she just wants some of this Texas soul pole. I'm sorry, I don't date outside America. I
For
like my
what? No.
African
We
women.
just don't let people like you speak to us like that. You're nothing. Do you hear me? You.
I'm not
You.
talking to you any
But
type of
I'm talking to
derogatory way, Miss
you.
Lady. But why bring me that energy? I'm not trying to be mean or
Because,
anything to you.
because, love, I'm so sorry, but I just want to let him know you cannot talk to my brothers like that either and think you're gonna get
Oh,
a
he's
pass
tripping.
because I'm a sister. Do you
I mean,
hear me?
I wasn't being
You
rude
will
to him
never
He
get
either.
a
like
I
to
just
be
pass.
asked him
black.
a question.
You gotta word it accordingly,
He
sir.
like he's
Like,
a
I mean,
black.
come on now. It's called respect. It's called like wording your word.
Okay, I'm dead. Look, do y'all have anybody else got a rebuttal for Gus, or y'all ready to move on?
Way to move on.
Okay. All right, Threads, you want to address the prompt?
Sure. Thank you. And then you can drop me after this. I see the panel's full. But what has shaped your view of Black Americans? So I feel like all these different groups that are shown displayed on the board, their view of Black Americans comes from two things and two things only: from the resources that Black Americans have afforded them, which they're not grateful for. They just know that they get to come here and they get access because of what we did. So they view us from that perspective greedily. And then they view us from the perspective of YT supremacy, that our government, which is run by many YT supremacists, doesn't respect us in their view, so they don't have to either, right? And so I just think it's insane that Black Americans are having to even have these conversations when the conversations we are having are literally happening globally. Literally globally. We have videos of Mexican people. Their government is not run by YT people. They're not YT. And they are literally tearing down structures of immigrants, their homes, and running them out physically. They do not want them in Mexico. Then when you go and look at Europe, look how many European countries are saying no to immigration. They do not want these people overrunning their country, and they're saying no, they have to go. Then when you look at even African countries like South Africa, they are saying no to mass immigration. This is a global conversation, but somehow Black Americans are the only people that they are trying to force to identify with them. Even in Jamaica, Since the US government put more sanctions on Cuba, they pressured the Jamaican government and said, you're going to have to end your relationship with them. You got all these Cuban doctors and nurses in Jamaica, do not do business with them anymore, or else we are going to sanction you. You know what the Jamaican government said? I got you. We good. Y'all gotta go. There was no conversation about, oh, we're all one people and this is, they stood for what benefited them most. And I'll say on landing that mass immigration is a problem globally. And yes, white supremacy is responsible for destabilizing the entire global community. However, mass immigration is not a solution. It is a band-aid on a gaping wound. And that is what I wanted to say. I land.
Okay, do anyone have a rebuttal for Threads?
No, I just like to say I did see that video of South African when he was whipping that booty and sending the other Africans out. I did see that video. That's all I want to say though.
All right, thank you, Era. DRR, Doctor, do you want to respond to the prompt? Okay, Dr. Not with us. Era, did you want to respond to the prompt?
Sure, I'll respond to it. What has shaped my views of Black
Did
Americans?
you
My
already
right.
respond to it last time you was up here?
I don't know, but if I did, I answered again. It's simple. My life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'm sure nobody has a rebuttal for that. Just call.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nolo. I was born in New York. I grew up in South Africa, and I've been back for the past 2.5 years. I don't know what you'd classify me as in regards
A
to that.
South African. But
Okay, sure.
you want to respond to the prompt?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
All right. So, what has shaped my view of Black Americans? So, initially, I'd say television. And then, when I grew up, being that I was born here, I made the conscious decision to follow content creators on various platforms that were Black American. And then when I got here, things got really deep in that I've had the pleasure of engaging and interacting with a number of FBAs. I had to unlearn a lot of things and learn new things. So, for example, I thought by virtue of the fact that I'm classified as Black back home and the fact that I'm born here, that I was automatically Black American. I had to unlearn that. I did not know that FBA was an entire lineage and that essentially I'd be putting on someone else's identity by classifying myself as Black American. I also had to unlearn the fact that Black Americans are just Africans who came here on a boat. And then recently I learned about endonyms and exonyms. I learned that Black people call themselves Black people, or Black people are classified as Black Americans, are classified as Black people because it's a name that they gave themselves, endonym, versus myself back home. My group is classified, or I would be classified a Black person because it's a name that a white man gave me. So yeah, just things like that. So my perceptions have been, there's been different things over the years. So as I mentioned, television, we learned a bit of history in school, but it was very, very surface. And then, like I said, I made the conscious decision growing up to follow different content creators who were Black American. And then I got here and I got to speak firsthand with Black Americans who have also suggested a number of sources as far as like books. I've watched the Hidden Colors documentary. But yeah, I'm still learning as well. I'm very interested. I'm curious. And yeah, pretty much.
Okay. American or the Black?
Yes.
I gotta go take the dog out. Can y'all handle the stage?
Yes, we got you.
All right, thank you.
Does anybody have a rebuttal for Just Call?
Yeah, I just want to answer a question real quick. Did you say you had to find out that we was all Africans that came off a boat?
No, I said initially I thought that Black Americans were just Africans who came here on a boat, but I had to unlearn that.
Oh, okay, cool. All right,
Yeah.
then I'm good.
All right.
Anybody else?
I just wanted to say quickly that Black Americans did not give themselves the name Black or African American or anything like that. We were classified by these terms, and we have been classified by several different terms over the centuries, but we didn't give ourselves that name
That's what
or
I
that
was told. All right, I hear you.
classification.
That's what I was told.
No, we just embrace it and turn it into our own thing. I mean, the only thing lately we can say that Black Americans have named themselves as a group is either black or no one saying now FBA because it's a term that nobody has given to us. We just all are in agreement with it, just like these other terms. It's another label, but
Okay.
we're getting out of that dynamic anyway and focusing on actual lineage and ethnic group, which is you know what I'm saying, what
What's the name
everybody else
Black
does
American
around the
give
world.
themselves? What's the name Black American give themselves that we can call y'all? Say y'all give yourself this.
Like I just said, Black American, and some are in agreement and accept the FBA label. Some people don't. Just like African American, some people accept the label and some people don't. It's another title to me. I could care
Exactly.
less.
That's
No,
that's exactly what
not
it
the
is. The
name.
black.
The,
Can
not the
I
name the
can
white
I
team man
can
gave.
I
The
rebuttal?
name Black.
Let Gus finish and then Era and then
I'm saying not the
Okay,
name.
okay,
Not
okay.
the name the white team man give Black American or Negro or color or whatsoever. I'm asking the name Black American give themselves. The name y'all give yourself as Black American, because Black American all over the time it was the label the white team man gave you. So what name did you call yourself at the time before the Black American?
no, the label they gave us was Negro and all these other
But black,
terms.
black, that's not what he's asking you. He's asking you what name did
I
you
just
give?
told them Black
No,
American
I get
and
what they're saying. The
FBA.
black. We was
Yeah, what he's asking you what name did you
going by tribes before all this shit. Before any
Right.
other shit was going by tribes. That's what they
Exactly.
was
Yeah.
asking the black.
Like
Yeah,
Happy
tribes were made by
Latino.
white team men, okay?
No,
I
No,
don't
it
no.
want to
wasn't.
Hey,
steer.
Okay,
no.
you
So
about
your
to get
tribe was
your
made by white team men too.
listen. I,
If that's the case, your
So
tribe was made by white team men too.
I asked the
You
question, right?
Nigerian,
Because
you South American. Hold on, guys. If
hold
that's the
on, wait a
case,
minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, she dropped her. Good. Thank you, God. I don't got nothing to say.
yeah, if that's the case, all the tribes in Africa was made by white people. That's the most dumbest asinine shit
so
I ever heard. How
so
the
on the
hell? Wait,
paperwork,
hold on, guys. How is white people gonna give us some names that we had before they even got here?
Because
so
tribes,
because
clans, families,
that Black
creeds,
American
they're
self
all the
said that
same thing.
Gus, wait a minute. Why do y'all keep feeling like you can talk when somebody else is talking?
sorry,
What,
man. I'll keep quiet. Sorry. My
just
bad, man.
talk when you're. Oh, wait a minute. Just wait your turn. Stop talking. You just was talking over this man. Please.
Okay, my
No,
bad.
he
My
could go.
bad.
I don't want to say it's tribes, clans, creeds. Know what I'm saying? All those mean the same thing. It's just a different term for it. That's all it is. Like
So
it's a word. Some of y'all
okay,
are okay and acceptable of some of these words. Some people not. It's a name for a different same name for a different thing.
so D Black is not me want to be funny or disrespectful, because I want to know legally on your paperwork when black people were like given the freedom on the paperwork, did they label themselves as Black American, or they came to the term that the white man gave them, like, okay, today your name is Black, or your name is Black American, or you
No, we
came
was
to the table
Negroes.
with your own name?
No, we was
So
Negroes.
so
We hold on, because if you look what happened during Reconstruction, Booker T. Washington, he made sure that YT people, everybody capitalized the N in Negro, because they used to just use the lowercase n. You know what I'm saying? Not putting no respect on it. When they start capitalizing an N, that's when we start putting respectability on the term. You know what I'm saying? That's when we owned it, and we continue to own it until we was kind of suckered into this black African American paradigm. But we also we took black and we empowered that instead of taking the African American. The African American was just labeled and slapped on us, but the black,
Okay,
just
so
like the capitalization of the N in Negro, is somewhat the same thing. It's a name that we've been under. We agree. People kind of understand why we identify as that, and we empowered it and use it as our own.
okay, so Black, if you had the opportunity right now to label yourself and send that name to Congress that all black people should be called that name, what name are you going to give yourself?
I mean, it's gonna be either foundational Black American, free Freeman Black American. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It all includes me. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm old school. I was raised around older generation. I still prefer the Negro term, but that's not palatable to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the upper class. They don't want to be labeled as that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be labeled an African, so I'd rather just be black. You know what I'm saying? Anything black and dealing with America, I'm cool with that.
Okay, I rest from for now.
It was
Okay, did anybody else up here not answer the prompt? Who was next?
doctor didn't answer the prompt.
Okay, doctor, can you respond to the prompt, please? DRR.
I still don't think he here. He'll come back up if he want.
Okay. Well, you want to go to Era? Did
Oh yeah.
Threads answer the prompt?
FBA Maroon
Okay.
down there. What's going on, FBA Maroon? How you
Hey,
doing,
bro.
brother?
Hey, what's up, y'all? My signal's a little bad. I'm uh just y'all the last stop on my journey tonight. Just wanted to come in and give the family a quick update. I didn't want to request up early because I know, we had this show go a certain way. But yeah, if y'all wanted the updates with this case and everything, just wanted to come in real quick while I'm waiting on my food to get done. 'Cause I
Yep,
haven't eaten
we
all
do.
day.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, do your thing.
So I'll start from the back, and if anybody has any questions, because there's a whole lot of details, and I want to make sure I get as many as possible in these next 20 to however I think 20 to 30 minutes while I'm waiting on my food. So the way the day ended today was the defense rested their case after a little over a 3.5 hour recess. Um, a lot of people, well, it's kind of mixed opinions right now. Some people are like, oh, I wish Carmelo would have took the stand, but I got my own honest opinion about it. I just think he didn't need to, especially when the defense has been cooking these witnesses left and right from the prosecution. Also, too, just a disclaimer before I really get started. Family, if y'all really want to support me and just support us in general, please support Miss Love's platform and anybody else. And all of our riders out here that are, speaking the truth and making sure to keep the narrative straight, because that also has been going in our brother Carmelo's favor. Within this case is people controlling the narrative. So please support our ones that are out here riding. And we know who these people are. We got plenty of them, and anybody else that's out here supporting our platforms out here. So please support the platform. I don't really need the gifts like that. I'm also just got some great news myself. I'll officially be able to sign my name on a dotted line with a proper ship out date. So, like I said, send y'all gifts to the people that we really need to support in order to have the narrative be afloat. But that's how the day ended. Excuse me. Things will continue tomorrow with closing statements from both sides. And, we will get a verdict eventually. Not saying it's going to be tomorrow, but we will have one eventually from the jury and the judge. So I like I told y'all for these past days, I just read in the room, just looking at evidence, seeing how things have been going. I said exactly that, that this is going to come down to the jury and the judge. But if anybody Ms. Loves, if you have any questions, if anybody has questions, there's a lot of details going into this. I can speak on what
Yeah.
led up to the, or whatever it is you guys want to do.
Okay, I got a couple of quick questions. Thank you, Threads, for the gifts. Thank everybody for the gifts. So did you see it? Did y'all see a video? Did they show the video?
I did not get to go into the courtroom again today. Some people were literally there at 3 a.m. So right now, that's another thing is we have people that are, and shout out to the sisters and some of the brothers as well, pulled up today as well.
So did they show a video at the court today?
No, there was no need because there was this is the first day being led by the defense now. Because remember the prosecution rested their case on Saturday.
Yeah.
So the defense kind of took the lead for the first time in the trial. But honestly, this trial has been feeling like the defense has been leading the whole time. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So how many witnesses will the defense be calling? Did they say?
So the defense rested. Oh, sorry. I think you stepped away from the phone. But the way the day ended today, after about a 3.5 hour recess out of nowhere, it was a little bit weird today. Every day's been weird, but this was really weird. They rested their case already. I'm not mad at that personally, but like I said, I can explain why. I know there's a lot of questions.
Go ahead.
So the way the morning started, it's kind of like we have a little team going over there, and shout out to the one Haitian girl that's out there advocating for our brother. She was kind of in tears afterwards because she didn't really understand, and I had to kind of explain to her why it's not always a bad thing for the defense to end this early. The way the morning started from the jump, the prosecution was so upset. They are crashing out because basically the defense had pretty much the same witness pool to pull from, right? And the prosecution wouldn't even let the people who was already their witnesses even finish a statement. They wouldn't even let them finish anything. Yeah, it was very weird, like what is it and why? And then why are you trying to force the witnesses to say certain things whenever it was your turn with the witnesses? You know what I'm saying? So they were already crashing out from the jump. And so they went into a slightly early recess around 11:15. They brought everybody back in. No, sorry, around 11 o'clock. They brought everybody back in immediately and, basically said that they're going to do a recess for 11:15. During the time they brought everybody back in from that we're talking about the first ever recess today. They brought everybody right back in. The prosecution went to the judge's bench, and they played the white noise while inside the room, so nobody could hear what these people are saying. And you can clearly see everyone, even the ops, had to admit the prosecution was looking very crash outish, if I must say. They were just going off, and even the judge, who hasn't been giving a DAM in this whole time, even he looked confused, like, hey, buddy, you guys are not even letting the witnesses finish a sentence and you're saying object. So, it was very interesting. Like I said, there's a lot of details that the news is not going to tell you about this case. Go ahead, because there's a lot to it. So, just you guys kind of got to ask questions and I can kind of clarify from there.
I had a question. So what's happening? Like, what's the body language of his attorney, the white guy, and the judge? So do they look defeated?
I'm sorry,
Do they
it cut
have a?
out. My signal's so bad. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I was asking,
Yes, again, I'm sorry. I can hear y'all. Yep. My bad.
okay. So the white guy, does his attorney, do they look defeated? And how does the judge, like, what's his body language like in his expressions?
Whose attorney? Carmelo's or
The white
the
guy.
prosecution?
The white guy.
All of them are white. All the lawyers for both sides are white, except for one prosecutor who is she's Hispanic.
Right. I mean, like the white tees, his lawyer. What is his body language like in the judge?
So for the prosecution, They, like I said, they were just crashing out all morning. I mean, it's been bad for them all morning. They haven't been able to even let the witnesses get a word out without objecting it. Like even the judge had to say, "Hey, like you keep objecting and you're not allowing the witnesses to even get a word out at this point. What are you objecting to?" You know, that's happened a couple times in the morning. Um, Basically, the prosecutors, once they got a hold of I guess they cross-examined the witnesses as well. Um, I mean, it's very blatant that these people are frustrated that they cannot control what's happening with inside the courtroom. Because also too, just to give a little more context, because it might be confusing why they're crashing out. But the defense, when the prosecution was leading, before the prosecution rested their case, the defense cooked and caught all 21 witnesses of the prosecution in lies. Even the star witness, Eddie, who lied and said he didn't even know Carmelo. And then the defense, very reserved, pulled up all these different pictures of them not only at family events together, but posted up. I mean, it's very clear that all these kids, as my grandma would say, they did not get the lie right. Get your lie right. They didn't get the lie right. They had all this time. And, you know, basically this trial, in my opinion, just from a legal standpoint, has been controlled by the defense simply off the fact of the witnesses not getting their lies together. Because there's a lot of details and there's a lot I want to say, but I don't want to get off topic. But it's to the point where it got so bad to the point where Hunter Metcalf refused to take the stand. And also too, for the prosecution, that is, and also too, Carmelo, which is something that I think was why the recess was so long, for over, like I said, a little over 3.5 hours. Carmelo probably, with his parents also being back there, by the way, for more context, his parents also went back there to the chambers, I guess, of the judge, Judge Roach, who I'm not a fan of, but at least today he had to admit, you know, the prosecution wasn't allowing the witnesses to speak and objecting every time. But, you know, Carmelo, in my opinion, didn't need to take the stand. I think that's why the recess was going on. I think Carmelo, you know, just needed to talk to his parents and his lawyers and everything. Shout out Mike Howard, who's his lawyer. Yeah, you know, Carmelo didn't need to take the stand. I think that's what a lot of the sisters was upset about. But listen, the reason why and y'all know I'm a very passionate person, but just like I said, looking at this from a legal standpoint.
Wait a minute, real quick,
It's so
FBA
clear. Go ahead,
Maroon.
I'm sorry.
Gia want to know, how can Hunter refuse to take the stand?
Great question.
I got a question for you too after you answer that.
Yeah, great question. I don't know. To be honest with you, I thought when you got called as a witness, so I think it might be certain ways that they're calling them as witnesses to the stand. But Hunter, yeah, he according to the prosecution's labeling of it, is that he's either refusing or not wanting to take the stand. But the way they made it sound like more of a refusal. So, but also too, I think most of them caught up in lies. I think the legal way they probably put it was they just didn't want to call him to the stand, because if he gets on that stand, again, there's a lot of details that are not being said about this case, but if he take the stand, I think all four of them boys, well, one is gone, right? I think all four of them boys, the rest of the three would have got charges on them. And maybe some of the people who could be looked at as accomplices to the to this jumping of our brother Carmelo. Because anyways, I could go on, but that's probably why, is that it would have made them look really, really bad. I mean, they already got caught in a bunch of lies, right? So why would you take the stand if you know for a fact that you're guilty of probably even, you know, what Carmelo's being charged with right now? I'm not going to say that word on here.
Right. So that was my, and Gia, who was you calling a girl down in the comments? But
Ma'am,
what?
we could deal with that
Okay,
on the
wait a
back end
minute.
another time.
No. We're gonna talk about it when I say. But I'm
Not
not
right
talking
now.
to you right now. I'll get to you in a second. FBA Maroon. The reason I was asking what the body language is because I was trying to see, or I was trying. Usually they look defeated because they didn't have you know, enough evidence to be able to, you know, pin some charges on him. Or, you know, the fact that those children went up there on the stand and they lied. So I was trying to see like if they literally like physically looked uncomfortable or like did they have a look of defeat? So that's why I was trying to figure out what was the body language like in the courtroom.
From the people, because I didn't get to see, them right beforehand, but from the sisters that's right there and people of the family who I'm not going to dox, that are people that are also close with the family. These people are flustered. They're very flustered. Um, they're very aggravated that Mike Howard and his whole defense team basically mopped the floor. And to give context, Warski or whatever his name is, the prosecutor, him and Mike Howard used to do business together. They used to be colleagues. So it's very interesting that Mike Howard took this case, and I'm glad he did, because this also is going to show the incompetence of Texas state attorneys. And this case, I've been telling everybody, whether he's found guilty or innocent, it's going to change by the jury. My bad. Found guilty or innocent by the jury or judge. It's going to change Texas laws and laws all over the country for our people when it comes to us defending ourselves and when it comes to YT people oppressing our children. But as far as the body language, from the morning to before they ended, because like I said, it was a over 3.5 hour recess. And you could feel the tension outside the courtroom just building up because, everyone has to be outside of the courtroom. You could feel the tension outside of the courtroom building up of what in the world is going on, what's happening. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Carmelo doesn't need to take no plea deal. Just looking at this from a legal standpoint, he doesn't need to take a plea deal at all. So, yeah, it's very clear that he's
Okay.
innocent. But anyways,
All
yeah,
right.
go ahead. My bad.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Hold on, Gia. You got some questions? Hey.
Yes. Okay. So, thank you. Okay. So, hi, Maroon. So, my thing is, from what I'm understanding, keep me honest. The through line is, or the punchline is, when we're trying to figure out the motive of why are all of these kids getting up here and lying, is because there is the evidence is damning and it's showing that there's possibly a conspiracy charge with those kids as well in connection to an obstruction of justice. Is that what I'm hearing? That's what I'm gathering from this.
Basically, identity theft included.
Identity theft?
Yeah, I mean, just with the, like I said, one of the main things that people should take away, and just to give you all a clearer understanding and a great focus point, is the star witness, Eddie, who claimed to not be Carmelo's friend, who's also, I think, what is he, Hispanic? He's something, but
Right.
he, these YT passing people, they're not really your friend, right? And he's a star witness in such a high profile case, and they're joking around with each other outside of the courtroom. By the way, I've gotten to see all these kids and their degenerate parents, the type that make it seem like they're doing nails or whatever together and just spot it, whatever, Pilates, whatever you want to call it, that type, who have money and don't teach their kids better and try to make it seem like they got the world. But Eddie himself lied, right? You come from this great home, supposedly, you got all this image, blah, 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 blah. Y'all wanted to ruin Carmelo's image, but you're ruining your own image in the case. So if Hunter would have took the stand, Eddie lying as a star witness, the other boys lying who were a part of it, the jumping and different things of the such, I honestly think perjury might and maybe should be a part of this. But without Hunter taking the stand, the solid case to charge those degenerates it's a little bit harder to get that right. And I think that's why they didn't want Hunter to take the stand,
What about
because he would have.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, I'm not going to ramble. Go ahead.
I had one more question too. So did it come out because I heard there was some text messages or something that came out that they actually asked Carmelo to come and sit on the bleachers or underneath that tent with them. So was that true?
Not even just text messages, but just verbally. They invited Carmelo underneath that tent. That's a fact. And one of them actually testified to that, and that's where Mike Howard, Carmelo's attorney, came in, and like I said, he just came in with an electric fly swatter and just started just catching them up in lies, or with a spatula rather, and made them flip flop like the pancakes over at IHOP and Denny's. They're telling the prosecution one thing: oh, we didn't invite Carmelo
Your mic went up, it up.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We didn't hear you
Yeah,
now.
you in and out a little bit.
Okay, sorry, I got a call. I got a phone call. They let me know my food's ready. I didn't think it was gonna be that quick. But anyways, I can come pick that up whenever. But the one
Someone,
thing that
someone, FBA Maroon. I'm sorry. Someone said did the twins both have knives?
Oh, this been extra. Nah,
uh that I don't know of. I didn't hear anything about both of them having knives or pokes. Sorry, I love TikTok shop or pokers. I didn't think I heard anything about that. But anywho, but just back to the permission, Carmelo had the utmost permission to go up underneath that tent that day. And also
Sarah, you
to,
next with the
you know,
question.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just telling Era he next to ask you a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna land with this, but they invite him to come up underneath the tent. But also, Eddie is such a weirdo. You're saying you didn't know him. They're pulling up pictures of them at family events. They're pulling up pictures of all these different things. And, one thing that FBA brothers, listen very close. Um, when you're dating somebody that's foreign, because it's suspected that Carmelo's girlfriend was a Latina, okay, and you got the girl that everyone else wants, Eddie only hung out with Carmelo whenever he was with his girlfriend. It was
I
some
knew
weird
it.
third wheeling stuff going on, and you know, they wanted to play like they didn't know him. We live in a social media age. I grew up, as y'all know, I'm 26. I grew up when Instagram first started coming up and Twitter and all these different things. We knew every kid across the whole city, the state, the district, and we were going to go hang out with our friends from different schools, especially, whenever I have a girlfriend that might go to the same school as me or a different school. So anyways, but yeah, go ahead with the next question. I'm sorry.
they play them twice a year in all sports.
Okay, go ahead, Era.
All right. My question's simple. It was a child to build a case, a little white dude that locked up. One of his friends, last time it was a trial, he had went up there trying to start a race WAR. Did any dumb asinine people try to do that dumb shit again today?
So let me, I've been saying, and I'm gonna keep saying this every day, and however many times I have to. Do not go to social media to find any updates on this case. The YT supremacist, that I can't say his name because I keep getting flagged. The tethers keep reporting me every time I say his name. He was only up there for like 30 minutes when I got up there, right? On Thursday. We're talking about day one. He has never been back since. Federal law enforcement is all over the place. Sheriffs are all over the place. The sheriff, huge sheriff precinct for Collin County Sheriff, is right next door. There's people on the roof. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
that's what
U.S.
I want to
Marshals.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
because
not
I just want to
coming.
know
No,
if the
long
police
story
go
short.
let the, yeah, I just want
Yeah,
to
he
know
a
if the police
punk.
go allow them
He
to
a
do that
little
dumb shit
leprechaun.
again.
He not coming up there. He not coming up there. It just is what it is. He's just reposting the same little clips. And the tethers that interviewed him, platforming him, okay, they're also a big issue as well. There's an ops on both sides. The main ops that have been making me tired and why I've been sitting up here with my patience thin is because, and that's a whole nother spiel, but how are you claiming to be our people? You're cosplaying. You're clearly some kind of East African or whatever. The one I'm pretty sure you all saw, the afro, and I've been trying to stay off of these videos because it'll run my pressure up. But it's nothing but a lie, okay? He's not up there. The Lang boy, for the person who said the Lang boy, he's not up there, okay? He's
Yeah,
not
I
there.
just know he been up there once. That's the
Yeah,
only time I seen that shit once. I'd be like the same like you. I don't be watching that shit. That's why I asked you since you was up there.
yeah, no, you good. I'm just explaining for everybody else,
Wait a minute,
he's
Maroon. The girlfriend didn't take the stand?
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. She, from what I understand, it was other girls who took the stand, but it was not the girlfriend. And I think that's what this all, like I said, it's starting to be painted out that this is all what this was over. Them boys did not like that he was talking to that girl. And, the case with Emma Till, rest in peace, our
They
great
kind of like
ancestor,
keeping
Emma
her
Till.
identity suppressed,
Huh?
or they kind of like keeping her identity suppressed. So
Yeah, I
like
don't
people.
know. I don't know if her identity is suppressed, um, but like I said, with the case with Emmett Till is like that was all over of a thing. Whenever they want to do something to us or come with
It's
a white mob,
always the
that's what it
same
was.
thing.
Correct. It's always the same thing. And she's, Latina, so that means, she's probably identifying as white tea on paper until she needs a job that an African American spot has, which is why we
Listen,
delineate with five.
this is it's like history repeating itself over and over. My brother-in-law got alive. I told you those white boys took him out on the river and left him out there and he drowned. It was about a girl, this little Latina girl. So it's like history just repeating itself. But I'm wondering if it's going to come out through text message or through something that this was about. I'm almost betting that's what it is.
Okay, you want to end it? You want to you got some other pertinent details you want to share, FBA?
There's, like I said, there's a lot of details to this, but shout out to the defense team. A lot of people are trying to make it seem like the defense team did not do their job. The defense team did their job. One of the things that, like I said, I'm not going to dox these people, and shout out to these people on the heavily inside, really connected with Carmelo. But Carmelo, just to let y'all know a couple things here. The defense team is doing their fantastic job. Carmelo is in decent spirits. I'm not going to say too much because I know, people like to be just saying stuff and they'll crash out, whatever. Carmelo is in decent spirits, right? He's very confident in his defense team. He's very attentive. The young man has been taking notes. Remember, this dude is a almost straight A brother who also graduated through this situation. He's a great young brother, great young man, good man in the making. And I hope he maybe runs for office someday. I hope he goes to college and study law. I think he's taking online college classes. Also, too, as far as being on the inside with that same team, they let me know that if this needs to be appealed, whatever dumb ASS decision the jury makes, that, foreigner jury makes, it can ease. This will, in my legal opinion, even though I'm not a lawyer, but just being there and hearing how these things are going and knowing how appeals work. Same thing with Jonathan Majors in his case. He didn't have to do no time. They went to appeals court, even though the case was very clear that he didn't do nothing to the girl, whatever, evidence-wise and legal-wise. Now, whether it did happen or it didn't, just evidence-wise, legal-wise, he didn't have to do no time. So that's why I'm more calm when it comes to this case. Even though, yes, they want to run our blood pressure up, they want the white tea supremacists to get off their steam with this. But just know, y'all have my confidence that he will get this overturned if it's some bad decision is made. Now, should this happen? Absolutely not. I mean, this is so clear. A 5-year-old could see that this man is innocent. But yeah, I mean, and shout out my brother, our big brother, Brian Jehovah, coming up there and putting me on game with some of these, content creators. Shout out to the one, and I'm gonna keep it enhancing that one Haitian girl that was giving me a lot of good information, sent me her notes, and yeah, F the foreigners. I'm good on y'all. Y'all gotta go home. Y'all crashing out high profile trials like this. This can't keep happening like this. Tethered up jury, tethered up media, just tethered. I'm trying to be tether free by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, shout out to that sister. And, we're going to make sure to pray for our brother, whatever decision is made. And I will, Miss Loves, I will try to keep track. I have some responsibilities I have to do tomorrow. And then I will be back in town Thursday.
Okay.
And then I will try to, if they already came to a decision, I already have people there connected with the family a little bit. So I will try to see however anything goes and try to get a full report on everything.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all you do, Maureen, for this platform and for Black American families. We appreciate you and thank you for your service.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. It's my honor to be there. Like I said, I don't do this for the gifts. We need to make sure to keep platforms like Miss Loves and all these other people up here, because that is how our brother Carmelo has been able to probably stick through this, is us caping for him, us putting, the proper information out there. this chick Sarah Fields, one last thing, she's even having to have little Mayo meltdowns, and she's been doxing people who have been there, who have been boots on the ground, who have been advocating and catching her up in her own lies. So since they don't have a case against our brother, they want to hit below the belt. So, and I don't know what she's hoping to find, but, putting people's addresses out there because you're mad and all that, she's never been caught outside without law enforcement or anything, and she's only one of these trolls. I wouldn't be surprised if she's also COINTELPRO with the boy Lang and these BLM folks out there, the registered, OFF that's out there claiming he's on behalf of Carmelo's family. Since we have these platforms to control the narrative, that is the most important thing that we need right now, and to make sure keep our brother's image positive, looking good. He's already a polished young man, but just us keeping the media, that is probably what's been able to overturn this. People like Charleston White initially coming out, and you basically helped get the boy indicted. Not the boy, the young man indicted. So now you want to backtrack and, try to get some FBA points with everybody. I'm sorry, brother, but I'm not seeing that. I need you at this courtroom. You see what I'm saying? Trying to get this thing overturned and speaking. I think he spoke with his Carmelo's father or whatever, but anywho, shout out to you, Miss Loves, for having this platform, and I am honored to serve with the family, American the Black Receipt, all y'all, everybody who comes up and supports this panel, this page. We need to keep this thing going. Helicopter, everybody, Miss Netaboo, all of y'all know who y'all are, who make sure to push all this to the utmost degree. I'm gonna go get my food because I have not eaten all day.
Well, enjoy your meal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have a good night. And thank you.
Absolutely, for sure. I love y'all like I love cooked food, man. And I do love some cooked food, so.
All right, love you too.
Peace.
All right. Okay, y'all, let's get back to the show. Who did we have next? If it's any if it's anyone who would like to come up and address the prompt, please do so. The question of the night is, what has shaped your view on Black Americans? Do tell. We would like to know. Okay, who was next, American? Did everybody go? Let's see. Era, Era addressed the prompt. Everybody went. Okay, you guys. We will rotate the stage. We're gonna rotate Era down. We're gonna rotate Just Calm
Was
down.
Gigi gonna answer the prompt?
Oh, Gia. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Gia, would you like to answer the prompt today?
Yes, I'll go ahead and go. Thank you, American. One question for what has shaped your view of Black Americans, different perspectives, one conversation? For me, just being an American, knowing the different complexities, the beauty of our people, how special and unique and uncomparable our history is, and just that's the main part of it. I think for other people, they are given a singular view of who we are as a people group, and that has negatively affected us in so many ways. And with that, you could I'll land my plane and you could end my timer.
Okay, thank you, Gia Monet. We will be going to ask Black Americans. Oh, I'm sorry, Gia. I am so sorry. We're going to be switching the prompt to ask Black Americans. You know what? Actually, we won't be. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. It's Monday. We did, let's see, 3 hours and 30 minutes. What'd you say, American?
I was about to say this was a good segment.
Yes.
Yep, it was really good. It was productive.
Right. I think so too. So we will go ahead and American, you want to have a final say? Well, let me go on and say my part.
Okay.
First of all, we didn't quite get to our 100K, but we ended early. I want to shout out to all the people that came to this live stream. Shout out to the amazing chat. on TikTok and YouTube. We definitely appreciate it. Shout out to all the panelists who came up and gave their opinions on Black Americans. Shout out to all the gifters. We appreciate every single penny. Thank you. Thank you so much, Easy Does It. We appreciate every single penny, you guys. And thank you so much. American.
Shout out to you, Miss Loves. You did amazing today. Great topics as usual. Shout out to the room, all the chat, every panelist. Thank you for coming up and giving your input. We always learn something new every day, which is amazing. Grateful to be here. We're going to continue to pray for our little brother Carmelo. Keep him in prayer, everyone. Don't forget to keep your head on the swivel because we are really being, this is warfare on our people. And we just want to make sure that we're being safe. Watch your surroundings when you go out. Stay prayerful, pray over your children. I want to thank all the gifters, and I guess that's it. Good night.
Hey, Thresh, you want to get your final thoughts for the night?
Sure. I just want to thank you, Loves, for maintaining the integrity of this platform, for making it a space where we respect everyone, no matter what their opinion is, and just for pushing through and doing the work. Because I can see, I haven't been on TikTok very long, but I feel like it's work to do these lives, and you do it, and you do it well. So I just want to express my respect for you and for what you're doing. I respect all the panelists who come up, American, FBA Maroon, Helicopter, Netaboot, like everyone. I'm just, I appreciate you all so much. And I hope everyone has a good night.
Thank you, Threads. Netherboo, you want to have your final say of the night? Hey, Netherboo.
Hey there. That picture don't look nothing like me. I just came up to say hello and goodbye. Peace, love, and hair grease to you, the mod squad, the panel, the chat, and the room. I was still working, y'all. So I was listening. But when I hear somebody say something I ain't like, I jump to the chat. But I just came up to say I appreciate all of you. I thank FBA Maroon for keeping us updated because I do try to turn on the news and catch as much as I can up. I do know there was a video from the police today. I didn't get a chance to see it, so I'm going to watch that. And I hope everyone has a good evening.
Too, Nettable. Hope you have a
Netherboo.
good shift.
Y'all too. Yeah, get home safe, Netherboo.
Alrighty.
All right, good night, everyone. See you guys tomorrow.
Night, night. Oh, wait a minute.
Good
Loves, I
night.
wanted to tell you too. Pin your Cash App in your bio because there's people who don't know how to
Yes.
use the little gifting thing.
Oh, yeah, I don't have Cash App right now.
Well, if you
I
got
pin
Venmo.
something. Yep, I pin something.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Good night, y'all.